No.
Fine. Dang. TPA fucking podcast. I can't do my stupid shit. It's the only thing I'm good at.
No more stupid shit for about at least a week.
At least so at least one so at least one episode. Okay.
Do you
Nope, 2 episodes. Because birthday's next week, and that's my birthday gift. That's your birthday gift to me.
I won't do
None
it
of your
on
stupid
I
shit.
won't do it on your birthday. For your birthday, fine. I was just my intro was just gonna be, hey, give me some water, Leo. Fuck your water. That was all I'm gonna say. But yeah.
That's coming from a white man. Ooh.
And see, as you see why I said no. Do you see why I said no?
I was just I was
Again, that don't look right, fam.
it just was it basically was that's basically the story. Okay, whatever. Fine. TPA podcast. We're gonna talk about that soon. We got some questions here. I actually got a couple questions. Do you guys want me to get into that? I mean, I might as well start with them now, or maybe actually no. I'll end the podcast with that so I can let everyone else get their questions in.
No, it might as well because I'm not going to be here for the full podcast.
All right,
Yeah, we
fine.
might as well because we might forget.
I won't forget, but whatever, it's fine.
I'll forget.
I know I will. We're gonna go through so much. We going through so much stuff.
I was gonna ask the questions and then I'll have you guys answer it. So I'll start with Mark Schoenerman since he was the first one to ask it on Twitter. Who are the best and worst choices to win both Money in the Bank matches? So for each match, pick the best one and the worst one. I'm gonna start with men. I'll let you guys go first.
For the best choice, not Ember, Bailey for the women's. And for the men's, I would say Almas. For the worst choice, it would be Alexa and Baron Corbin.
So if that's how we're doing it, yeah. If that's how we're doing it, best Bailey and best Bailey. I think mine might be the same. Best Bailey Andrade, worst Alexa Corbin. Yeah, basically same thing for me.
Okay.
I agree with both of y'all on the men's side, but since you said Bailey and Asia said Bailey and Cliff,
yeah, we both said Bailey almost.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna kind of go with a different route. I'm gonna say almost for the men. I'm gonna say maybe. I'm kind of stuck between Naomi and Ember.
Mm-hmm.
I would be fine with either one.
I'm gonna say Naomi. I'm gonna say Naomi because
she's more
because Ember's Twitter game is kind of trash. It's trash.
Well, that and also that and also Naomi's been doing this longer. She's great at what she does. I think she's long overdue for it. So
she hasn't been in the title picture since what? Like
since Natalia fucking beat her?
Since freaking SummerSlam when she dropped the belt to Natty.
Man,
so
fuck
like
Natalia.
Fuck I swear.
Fuck Natty.
Fuck Natalia.
Fucking cat. But better.
But yeah, the worst of the men. Booking wise, I would say Drew because he ain't really been booked all that strong. I'm not really gonna believe it. I love Drew and all, but I ain't gonna believe it. I ain't gonna say Corbin because you know damn well Corbin ain't winning. He just in there to get out to bring our hopes down and get that little unhope that whole anti-hope spot.
I mean that's what I wanted for, but I put nothing past them. I will still. If it does happen, I will be surprised.
Hey, look! Have you seen have y'all seen the ratings from whenever Corbin is on the show? Yeah, they ain't putting the money in the bank on him again.
I'm not saying it just purely out of cynicism. I'm just saying because they might just have their excuse he's a great heel, but that would be dumb. That would be so dumb.
I'm gonna go by logic. Plus, they've given it to him already, and I don't think no one's gone twice with Money in the Bank since Punk. No one's won it twice since Punk.
So 10 years ago. Literally 10 years
ago. So yeah,
ago.
and on the women's side, any of the blondes.
Jeez. No, Alexa and Natalia.
What about a shocking pick?
A shocking pick for each one?
Like an out of nowhere pick, like we wouldn't expect it.
I think since
for the men, I'm gonna say Ricochet. For the men, I'm gonna say Ricochet. And for the women, I'd say
You say what?
Say who? Huh?
No, I was going to say Ember, but Ember is kind of expected. So
okay,
who'll be a surprise for the women?
Dana Brooke.
Yeah,
I'll go with Dana. I'll go with Dana.
I'll say Finn Balor because since he's IC champion, I don't think anyone would expect him to win, but he could do it. You can drop
No, but I had to stop. I had to stop you there. RVD was on Intercontinental title Intercontinental champ when he won Money in the Bank. So it's not it's not out of the ordinary.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe like people wouldn't expect Finn Balor to win, but yeah, I'll go Finn and then Dana Brooke.
Yeah, but out of all the blondes, Dana's if Dana won, I wouldn't really have that much of a problem with it.
I don't get all the hate for Dana. I don't get all the hate for Dana being Money in the Bank. Where is this for Natalya? Because at least Dana Brooke almost got over. Natalya hasn't done anything.
Okay, I can answer that. It's because people wanted Ruby in instead of her, and plus she beat Ruby at main event like the night before she got announced.
Okay,
yeah, Dana Brooke won, so yeah, of course they're gonna pick Dana over.
Here's my thing: Dana Brooke has not gotten in. Like the match with Ronda Rousey, like the women's title match she had earlier in the fucking year. That was her first ever title opportunity. Her first ever in her fucking career. She has not gotten any other opportunities other than that.
Yeah, that was her only.
Like 2016, she was with Charlotte, Emma, and then she kept fucking up, and then she got like, it was just like that was the peak of her.
Dude,
like,
they were chanting. They were chanting her name at WrestleMania in the Battle Royal. Like, so it's not like Dana's like completely not over. I mean, maybe like even if it's
she's not over, but she is well received.
Yeah, like even if it's for ironic reasons or not, like either way, people like. We're still reacting to her, especially during the Ronda thing.
And like when Asia brought up the fact that was her only title match, let's just point this out. She didn't get any offense in. She got in no offense.
Oh my god, Abel coming in with the question. She has like 4 questions for us. Thank you, Abel. You're the best.
That was a glorified squash.
It was. Basically, it was.
That was one of the one times I really felt bad for Dana Brooke. I was like, man, y'all could have at least let her get a forearm in or something.
Right. It was just anything.
I'm all for opportunities given to new talent that, like, again, I understand the Ruby Riott thing because she should have been in. I feel like one of the 3 members of Riott Squad should have been in this year because they weren't in last year. They weren't in. You're right.
They weren't in last year because wasn't Ruby doing the whole feud with Natalya?
That was later in the year.
That was later. But
that was TLC. That was TLC because they had the tables match.
Like back then, I think that's bullshit because they were actually like packing up wins. But I think now I can see why they're not in because they haven't won. Have they won a match this year?
Nah. I don't think they really won a match since after Rumble.
Then why would you put them in? Like I can see why they wouldn't put them in. Like
I can see them putting Ruby in because of her work rate.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just going by kayfabe. I mean, Ruby should be in because she's fucking great. But last year there was no excuse. Right,
but like again, everyone's upset that Dana's in, but let's look at what happened last year. Lana was in. We sort of had a problem with Lana being in, and she showcased herself at Money in the Bank.
That was the
she did a hell of a lot better than the woman who won the damn match.
Yep.
I'm sorry, y'all got all this negative energy for Dana. Where is it for Natty or Alexa Bliss? Where is it for Alexa Bliss in particular, who did nothing last year?
I understand why they put Natty in because she's the veteran, like, and all that stuff, and she did do something in the Money in the Bank last year. But
she did good. Like the only person who didn't do anything about it in the bank last year was Alexa Bliss.
Right. But I don't have that much hope for Natalya after what happened at the fucking Rumble and how she allowed the first half of that fucking match to fall apart.
There's no interest in Natalya being in this match. Why would they put her in?
Like in a way, for some reason, I feel like they did it. So is there a way as an apology for what happened at the Hall of Fame? Like, look, we're sorry that we had y'all down there in the ring where some nut job decided to go in there and tackle your uncle.
At Mania, that was enough for her.
Dang, you're right. I forgot she competed at Mania. I forgot she competed at Mania.
Okay. I think we need to go on next week. But I mean, yeah, we went on a whole fucking tirade on that. But Abel, let me see. Abel has fucking 6 questions because he's just the best. Okay. This is gonna be a big one. What is your favorite WrestleMania moment? Can I go first on this?
Go ahead.
I can't. If I was alive for it, I would say Macho and Liz reuniting. But for one that I was alive for me, Kofi Kingston winning the world title. Like that was my favorite WrestleMania moment. Like it's a tie between that and just the whole Undertaker Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 25 match. Those were like the two moments where like I will never forget. But I have to go Kofi Kingston. And if I was alive for it, I would say Macho and Liz reuniting after the Warrior match.
Yeah.
What do you guys
see, Kofi winning the world title was a very, very, very close second to me.
Okay.
So close. But mine to this day, even though I might catch a little flack for this, especially after what he's done, it's still the end of WrestleMania 20, man. Benoit and Eddie hugging it down the ring, both men holding their respective world titles too. It showed that it doesn't matter what size you are, it doesn't matter how much you weigh, it doesn't matter what the company perceives you as, you can still make it to the top of the mountain.
If you're the best at your craft, you can make it to the top. And
exactly. You have Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit, two men who people will always say were great, but you're not going to see them be at the top of the mountain. But there they are.
So that's amazing.
So yeah, 20 is always going to be my favorite moment.
Okay. How about you, Asia? Favorite Mania moment?
WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan winning in the main event against.
That was great. Yeah. It was so good. Like that was.
Dude, Bryan beat Evolution in one night. Can you tell? Dude, he did what damn near everyone during the Reign of Terror could not do. He beat Evolution.
Also,
Daniel Bryan is the greatest wrestler in the world.
He is. Also, honorable mention for "I'm Sorry, I Love You." That has to be on there.
Oh, that was so emotional.
Dude,
we knew Nate was going out, but we didn't want to see it happen.
Just the last moments of that match, just amazing.
I'm telling you, the minute he challenged Shawn Michaels, I was like, "Yep, it's over."
Oh boy, this next question. What is the main reason for the decline in ratings? I got to think about this real quick. I'm gonna let you guys go first. If you guys,
honestly, I'm thinking. Honestly, you can. It's a couple of factors. For one, mainly, it's the NBA playoffs is happening, so people really ain't gonna watch wrestling over the playoffs, over the NBA in general, over sports games in general.
I'm pretty sure he means just the decline in general of like the past few years.
I gotta give that on. That's Vince. That's on Vince. That's on Vince and the way he's running things right now.
It's on Vince.
It's on Vince. It's how he's running the product right now. It's people barely watch TV as it is.
That too.
TV is just declining over the time. We're more likely just paying attention to our phones, watching Netflix, watching Hulu, all that stuff. TV is just slowly dying as it goes on each year.
Yep.
So that's a factor. Again, the product, what's going on, like that stuff. So, and again, not one person is going to help bring up or bring down fucking ratings.
I'm gonna get some honorable mentions. Obviously, UFC, sports,
and then you have
Okay.
other wrestling companies like. You got AEW coming up the ranks. You have Impact. You have New Japan. You got everything else. So it's like wrestling as a whole in terms of TV is just down.
Yeah, and I can equate all of this to this. One of the main reasons why the ratings are like the approval of like the spectrum is going down for WWE is because people are starting to realize we don't have to just watch WWE to enjoy wrestling.
Right.
There are more wrestling products out there. So like when you watch a WWE show and you don't like what's going on, you can watch something. You can watch something else.
Because in the '90s, it was just like you had Nitro and you had Raw, and like you had the internet, but it was just in its infancy. Like you could barely there was tape trading, and like those were just the hardest of the hardcore fans were the ones tape trading, right?
Yeah.
So really, you just had the two shows.
And besides, it doesn't help WWE in their fucking case when they post all the shit that happens on Raw and SmackDown immediately on YouTube. You could just go to YouTube and watch.
I mentioned that too.
Exactly. That's one of their biggest screws right there.
Like they just watch those because those get like some of the biggest ones get like maybe 6 million views. Like the Braun Strowman when he pushed that whole segment where he like fucked up Roman Reigns with the ambulance and shit. That has like what 7-8 million views.
Up to that was when Braun got over.
And he was the most
because
over.
Roman got him over.
Roman got him. Say what you want about Roman, but he got Braun Strowman over like hotcakes.
I mean, I know, Asia, you're gonna hate this, but I'm sorry, it does play a factor. 3 hours does not help. Like,
I mean, it does not help. And then we look, and then we look at SmackDown. How some of our faves gonna be in catering.
right. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get TV time.
All I'm saying
I'm
is
just saying.
there's like you can clearly see like you can't deny the big drop in the third hour.
And then you say that, but then y'all be able to watch Endgame and then New Japan and then stay up
I know,
all that fucking time.
but I mean that's just one of the reasons because we wouldn't have that drop if it wasn't for the writing, which has always been the biggest
Again,
problem.
it's not. Yeah, exactly. It's not about the time. It's all about how you.
I'm just saying
book
the time.
show.
I'm just saying the time doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't help, but again, it's all.
It's not the main. It's definitely not the main factor. It's not the main factor. I think the main factor, the few main factors. One, the Hollywood writers that Stephanie brought in a while ago, that kind of ruined everything. Secondly, one that we have not mentioned. I think the biggest long-term effect is when the company went public, because now they have shareholders and now they have to please fucking everyone.
And the stock is going down from like $110 to $80-something.
I think they went back up to. They went back up to 100. Right? Yeah.
Well, okay, but I'm just saying, like last
Right.
week it was like over
Right.
80. And
Right.
then you have like writers like Dean Malenko and other like it's like right now in WWE is backstage is a bad state. It's very bad.
And I think the final reason, like, now if I'm going by why the mainstream doesn't watch, is because like they don't know how to write a product, and now that the big stars are gone, there's no reason to watch, and most of them went back to UFC, so it's just And then, but to me, the number one reason is that the company has just lost. The fans have lost the trust in Vince. They've lost like any trust that he can put on a good product. Like no matter what he does, we're all waiting for it to get fucked up.
And that's the thing I just hate with wrestling fans, because even when you do get like the Becky Lynch
I hate it too.
story, you get Kofi, like you just waiting for it to fuck it up to help further your agenda. Like, yes, I told you Vince was gonna fuck it up.
But what if he doesn't fuck it up? What if he didn't fuck up? He didn't fuck up the Daniel Kofi storyline. That's for sure.
But let's see if NXT was to be on actual television, and whether they actually have viewership, and whether their viewership go down, and then they fuck up stories like they are. I'm just saying.
But no, NXT is great because, and let's be real, most of these people, they don't even watch the TV. They probably just watch Takeover and they just watch 30-minute matches. They're like, see, that's why Triple H is better. No, the booking has been ass as of late. They have no women's division. Their tag team division. Oh my God, we got to talk about the tapings eventually. Jesus Christ, what they've done to the tag team division.
Oh boy.
But we'll get to that later. Let me get to the next question now. In fact, we might start with the NXT tapings after the questions. When is John Cena winning his 17th world title? The year he retires.
He's gone. John Cena is gone.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying if he ever comes back and wants to do like one more run, that's when he's winning it. But I don't even see him winning it.
WrestleMania, probably WrestleMania, like his last official match. That's when he's.
If it's gonna be like a nostalgia run, if anything.
Yes. He's gonna win it, retire, and then that'll be it.
It's gonna be the equivalent of when The Rock won the title against CM Punk.
Yeah, I never understood why they did that. Like,
because ratings, even though you don't need him to have the title to bring in ratings, but whatever.
I think that really just needed a reason to promote that rematch.
Well, yeah. What is your prediction for the top 3 matches at WrestleMania next year? I'm gonna be hopeful. I'm gonna go first. Number 1, Brett. Oh my God, Brett. Becky versus Sasha. Number 1. That's my top. I mean, that's number 1, and that has to be it. I'm gonna say for the Universal title, I'm gonna say, fuck it. I'm gonna say Seth Rollins versus Ricochet. I'm just gonna throw that out there, and then maybe Dream will get on the main roster by then. Maybe we can do Velveteen Dream versus a Legend. I was gonna say Undertaker, but I don't know. That would have been Velveteen versus Undertaker has always been a dream match of mine, but that would have been great like 3 years ago, even 3 years ago. But now it's like Undertaker can't go more than 3 minutes, so that sucks. Maybe Cena versus Dream, because I know Cena loves Velveteen Dream. So Becky, Sasha, Seth, Ricochet, Dream, Cena. Those are my matches.
Okay.
Because why not?
I'll say Becky, Sasha.
Yeah.
Seth, Roman, because I think.
Oh
Roman
yeah. Oh fuck. How dumb it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been meaning about that match. Yeah. I completely. Yeah, because Roman can win the Rumble.
You can win the Rumble, jump back to Raw, and just win the Universal title himself and have Seth turn heel. So.
Oh, for the WWE title match, by the way, I definitely want my boy Alistair to be in it. Alistair versus, let's say, what is it? Actually, you know what? Put Dream on SmackDown. Give us Alistair versus Dream. I want that match again. I want that match again. Alistair versus Dream. So I'm changing my pick to that.
Okay. Well, mine is, Andrade versus. Fuck.
Daniel Bryan?
No. Because Daniel had his moment, so go in the back of the line, Daniel.
Wow.
Yeah, man, he ain't getting another moment pick.
Andrade versus Mustafa Ali. Okay.
Oh yeah. What about you, Jarvarus?
Okay. For the woman, I'm gonna say they're gonna go ahead and get the four woman fatal 4-way horsewoman out the way.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
WWE title Mustafa versus not Mustafa, but Andrade versus Mustafa. And for the Universal title, I'm gonna go out on a wild limb here. I'm gonna say Seth Rollins versus Adam Cole, baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, I'm actually down with that. Okay, let me see here. What is the best WWE pay-per-view of all time? Jesus. I don't want to say WrestleMania 35, but I'm kind of leaning towards it. I'm trying to think of a show that had no week. I want to say One Night Stand 2005, but that's just for the feeling and the atmosphere of the show. It's either WrestleMania 35. Honestly, Money in the Bank 2011. It wasn't just a one-match show. That actually was a really good show, so I might say Money in the Bank 2011 and One Night Stand 2005. Those are that's my three-way tie. And TakeOver Our Evolution, if you can count that.
Okay. I'm just gonna say the first ever all women's
Evolution.
Evolution.
That was a great show.
I'm gonna piggyback on Asia. I'm gonna say Evolution as well.
Best pay-per-view of all time. Wow. Okay. That's awesome.
I was going to say 20, but 20 had some low points.
Yeah, it did. And then, oh boy, who is the greatest of all time? I won't say Becky Lynch. Don't worry. I've had multiple answers to this, but I'm just gonna go with the easy one right now because he has literally everything. I'm gonna say Ric Flair. Hate your boy. So who's the best of all time?
Does it necessarily have to be an American wrestler?
Oh no, anyone.
Anyone.
Oh well, shit! I'm saying my boy Tanahashi then.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna say the North American champion, Velveteen Dream.
Yes. There you go. Yes. I co-sign with that.
I am perfectly fine with that. Oh my god. Okay. Ali Smith has a question, and after that we'll kind of get to our tapings. We'll get to some of the other stuff, and then maybe at the very end I'll answer more questions. But Ali Smith says, "What are the top 3 most exciting championship wins?" Oh, I got this one. Okay. CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011, Kofi Kingston at WrestleMania 35. Those are my 2 off the bat. And I want to say Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 35, but it came so abruptly. I can't say that. Well, I'm gonna go. What's that?
Okay.
Oh,
I was about to say, if you're not gonna say WrestleMania, well, what about Hell in a Cell?
I loved it, but I loved it, but yeah. And now,
Okay.
I want to say Evolution, but that was a title retention. So,
Yeah.
actually, since the match was so great, I'll say DIY beating the Revival for the tag titles.
Okay.
There you go. Go with that.
Okay.
I will go with Kofi at
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'll go with Kyrie winning the NXT Women's title
Yes.
at Takeover Brooklyn.
I
I just love you, Kyrie.
love and life. Oh my god.
And again, I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that'll be my number 4. But yeah, Jarvarus.
Okay. This one was kind of hard, but I think I got it. I obviously Benoit 20. Kofi of this year's Mania.
Yeah.
And I was going to say Bryan at 30, but I got to give it to Sami Zayn when he won the NXT title.
Yeah, that was great too. That was really good. All right. So yeah, those are our answers. We if you guys can give us some questions later on, I can answer them at the very end. But we got oh my god, where do we even start with this week? Jesus. You want to go with the show? What's up?
We should start with Takeover first. So let's just get like the NXT tapings.
Let's just get to those. Okay.
Oh boy.
Let me just get to that. Let me pull that up real quick.
I was just about to do it right now. We'll both pull it up. So I can just go to his channel. Yeah, so we started off. Okay.
Hold up. Let me scroll down.
Scoop number 1, the newest bet.
Shut up.
No.
So the first thing that happened on tapings was a new NXT commentator in Beth Phoenix, replacing Percy Watson.
Thank you for that.
Paul Percy.
Percy. Okay, now can I say this one? Because I've been waiting for this one.
Yes.
Welcome to NXT at long last. Shane Swerve.
Oh, my boy Swerve gonna swerve all over y'all hoes on NXT, and I can't wait.
My boy Swerve is finally here.
He's fine. He is fine.
My boy Swerve is gonna swerve all over y'all. Y'all better get ready.
He's gonna take over. He has taken everything. I love him, and he lost the Trevor Lee.
I mean, it's alright. I mean, I'm a fan of Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee is real good.
And
plus, it was a dark match, so hey, I'm gonna let it slide.
It was a dark. That's the only reason I'm letting it slide, because it's a dark match. But yeah, and I like Trevor Lee, but no, you're not Swerve. You ain't Swerve. Oh boy, the Viking Raiders come out, and yes, they are called the Viking Raiders on NXT as well.
Eva says that they're brutalized the tag division on Raw. Eric says that they are far from done waiting Raw and calls out Regal. Regal comes out. Eric says that since they know nobody can take the belts from him, that they will relinquish the belts to him. But out comes the team, the Street Profits, who were very over at the tapings. I saw videos of them coming out, and the crowd loved them.
They were.
Montez says that they didn't beat them a few weeks ago, but they know that they can beat the Viking Raiders. They said that they are relinquishing them since they know that the Street Profits can beat the Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders tell Regal to make the match. Later tonight, the Viking Raiders versus Street Profits for the tag titles. The returning Keith Lee defeats Caesar Baloney.
Wow. Yeah, but yes. We get Kona versus Kushida.
Kona versus Kushida is happening. Drew Gulak from 205 Live is out scouting the match.
Oh boy.
And Asia, you told us when we first heard these NXT tapes, 205 Live is officially dead.
They have no one. They have nobody.
They have no one.
You want me to say what the 205 Live title match is gonna be? 205 Live 10 match is gonna be
Tony Nese versus Arya Davari. Oh my goodness!
We went from Buddy versus Mustafa to Tony.
We went from Buddy versus Cedric.
We went from Cedric Mustafa to fucking Tony and Arya Davari.
They've lost Pac. They've lost Cedric. They've lost Mustafa. They've lost Buddy. They've lost Kenta. Now they lost Gabagulek.
And most importantly, they lost Enzo.
Fuck Enzo.
Most importantly,
speaking on Enzo for 1 second. I am so glad the homie Tama Tonga personally made sure Enzo was nowhere near the New Japan locker room.
Fuck Enzo. But yeah, that happened. Actually, no, not fuck Enzo. Fuck Big Cass. He still can't cut a fucking promo even outside the E. Jesus Christ! Did you see that fucking promo he cut?
Hell no, and I don't want to either.
It was garbage. It was garbage.
Andrew, you saw how bad was it?
So bad. No, I saw it. It was fucking horrible. At least Enzo can cut a promo. Big Cass has not gotten any better. It's pathetic. Vanessa Bourne versus Jessie Ellen. I think they're just calling her Jessie.
Yeah, they're calling her Jessie.
Yeah, Jarvarus.
The Viking Raiders versus the Street Profits.
I was just going to say Vanessa Bourne beat Jessie. And Jarvarus, please tell us how much you hate Vanessa Bourne.
Oh.
She's not even worth it.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
She is unworthy of my words, or my breath, or my thoughts.
The Viking Raiders versus the Street Profits for the NXT Tag Team titles. I was like,
oh, it's time to get to the fuckery.
Oh, here we go.
I was like, if the Street Profits don't win, Gil's fight.
Before you get into
it, technically they didn't lose.
Before you get into it, before you guys say anything, guys in chat. Think of what the worst possible outcome for this would have been. Just take a second to think. Viking Raiders versus Street Profits. What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? I guarantee you this is worse than that. Go on.
The Forgotten Sons come out and cause a disqualification. Oni Lorcan and Danny Butch come out to brawl. The Viking Raiders salute the crowd, take a bow, leave the belts in the ring.
They dropped the titles.
They have relinquished the belts. Looks like this will be the last time we will see the Viking Raiders in NXT.
The last match.
They have vacated the belts. So they went on to have a tag team title match. This is their last appearance, and they don't drop the belts to the Street Profits.
I have 2 questions.
This is dumb.
I don't
give a fuck if it's the War Raiders. This is just dumb.
Jarvarus. Okay, you got 2 questions. What's up?
1. What the fuck?
Damn.
Were the Forgotten Sons so stupid to go out there and interrupt the match? Like, oh, well, we were in the Fantasy Classic. Why are they going to tag title match? Hey, dum-dums. Y'all want to go in that Facebook machine? Y'all want to go in there and piss that thing? No? Well, then why don't you let the Street Profits beat them, and then you can beat the Street Profits?
Dude,
I know why. Because you're stupid.
Dude, you guys would have gotten the title shots afterwards anyways. If you beat Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch, you didn't need to do this. What was the point?
No. This is the Ember Asuka situation because Ember couldn't beat Asuka.
Yeah.
Asuka relinquished the belt, and Ember won it in a fatal 4-way, which cheapened the win.
But no, this is even worse because we didn't even get the ceremony. This wasn't even on a takeover. This wasn't even like this is built up.
Here's the difference between Ember and Asuka and this one. At least Ember and Asuka had a finish. This didn't.
Yeah.
Yes, you vacating the belt on disqualification.
The Viking Raiders' last NXT match ended in a DQ in a run.
It ended on a no contest.
On a disqualification, they said they couldn't like they went through everyone and you what? This is just dumb.
This is like ungodly stupid.
On the way out. I don't give a fuck how strong you want to build. You have to let the crowd will pop for the Street Profits if they won. I'm pretty sure they're gonna pop for them if they win at Takeover. But this is just stupid.
Hey, Asia, here's the thing. Even if they lost to the Street Profits, they still would have been strong because here's the thing. On their debut, they beat the Raw Tag Team Champions.
And look at them.
Exactly. Y'all don't. They, along with Drew McIntyre, are three guys where you could just look at them like, yeah, I see them as being champions of that division.
It doesn't take much. And I'm sorry. Look, again, just like the Ember Asuka thing, the aftermath of this is that your division is going to look like second-rate fucking beat team idiots.
Exactly, because people are going to see whoever wins the tag titles. They're going to be like, "Oh, you didn't beat War Machine to become the champion. They had to drop the belt for you to get them."
If the Street Profits win, what does it matter? Like, does it even matter?
Like even then, the War Raiders really didn't went through that much teams as champions. They went through like Undisputed Era, Street Profits at one time, Ricochet and Alistair. That's it.
Yeah, they only defend. Honestly, I think they only defended the titles one time. One time, and that was against Alistair and Ricochet.
Nothing makes nothing makes your roster worse. This is why they did the screw job with Brett and Sean, because they were thinking Brett was probably just going to vacate the title. But no, there's nothing worse.
No, that wasn't why. Vince was afraid that Brett would take the WWE title to WCW.
Well, still, yeah.
That's why the screw job went down.
Okay, well, I just want to get to the point here, saying like there's nothing that makes your whole roster look worse than one wrestler winning a title and then dropping it because they're too good. Okay, let the secondary people try to win the title. I'm out.
This just dumb. This is just. It would be one thing if they just beat the Street Profits. Like it would be one thing for that. You just vacate the belts because
Abel. I hate to say it, but it's probably going to happen with Shayna too.
I'm expecting it to happen with Shayna.
If it does, I'm done. But guys, NXT is so much better.
No, it's not.
NXT is what Triple H is going to take shit over, and WWE's going to have a new gold. Fuck it.
No.
Not since they had Shawn Michaels become one of the writers.
If EO can't beat Shayna at that point, we gotta have that big conversation.
You know what the weird
have the conversation.
And
the conversation will be had.
And Jarvarus, I want to talk about the thing with Sean because he came in around I think 2017, 2018, around there. I think.
He might have, but I know specifically he had to have been involved right around that time. Halftime Heat was going. He had to have been involved at that point in time.
I feel like right around that time, I feel like NXT was getting a lot better again because I think around early 2018, NXT was really getting back to being great again with the whole.
And I'm thinking that was just Ryan Ward.
Oh yeah, because he did come. Is he still there?
I don't know.
I think he's on the main roster at this point. I think he's been on the main roster.
Because remember, right after the first draft, SmackDown was doing so much better than Raw. Ryan Ward was their head writer, and then right after the shakeup, they sent him right back to NXT.
Yeah, it was bad.
But yeah, this is just dumb.
So dumb, so stupid.
This was stupid in so many ways.
One of the dumbest things I think NXT's ever done. Shayna. I know Shayna beating Bianca at the takeover was the dumbest thing. I'm saying one of the dumbest things.
It's dumb.
Xia
Li faces Rachel Evers, and she defeats Rachel Evers.
It's good that Rachel Eller is going to be on NXT TV.
And that Xia Li, and get that Xia Li push. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Undisputed Era is out. Cole says the rumors are not true, that the Undisputed Era is stronger than ever has been, and they're on the same page, and that they take what they want when they want to. In 2 weeks at TakeOver, O'Reilly and Fish with tag belts. And in 2 weeks at TakeOver, Cole will beat Gargano for the NXT title. Gargano is out, and he said that Cole can have the title match, but deep down, Cole knows that he cannot beat Gargano on his own. Cole said that he beat Gargano in the first fall in New York. Gargano said he won the match. Riddle did a run-in from the crowd to attack Roddy. Riddle and Gargano clear house of the Undisputed Era.
I don't want Undisputed. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you could go.
I was just gonna say I don't want Undisputed Era to break up. Well, why do I feel like with all the segments them beating on Roddy is just going to lead to Undisputed Era kicking Roddy out?
pretty much. That's what happened.
Like they're literally setting Roddy up to be the weak link of the team, like of the stable. And it's like we're supposed to forget Roddy was the reason y'all won the tag. Y'all kept the tag titles in New Orleans. Like if Roddy didn't stomp Pete Dunne in the head.
Impact.
Oh, what they do?
So they were having a battle royal, right?
Uh-huh.
Tessa Blanchard eliminates Kirill Hogan. Then Disco Inferno, who runs in, was on commentary and eliminates Tessa to win the Knockouts battle royal.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
What the hell?
No.
So basically,
Gail, we gotta have that conversation.
Gail, you tripping? You wilding?
Did Gail say that Impact Wrestling booking is better?
No,
dude. After we went from that good show at Rebellion to this,
dude. Is Disco Inferno booking it now?
I think he's a writer.
If that's the case, they're screwed because he's literally the worst writer in wrestling history. This motherfucker wanted Chris Benoit to be a Martian. I'm not kidding. He wanted Benoit to be a Martian in Nitro.
Oh, no wonder Chris Benoit quit after he won the WCW title.
He quit. Disco Inferno is a fucking idiot who knows nothing about wrestling.
Lord have mercy. Oh my god.
And dude, that Rebellion show was so good, by the way.
Yeah, and I want to speak on Rebellion. My man Cage finally gets the world title, but he injures his back in the process, and now he's out on any of the tapings.
Like every match on that show was either at least good from what I saw, because I didn't see the Scarlet Bordeaux match.
Honestly, the Scarlet Bordeaux match was kind of decent. It was decent. Right. Like every match on Rebellion were decent to great.
Yeah, it's nothing against Scarlet. It's just what they're having her do.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the show was great. The Tessa Gale match was amazing. The best I've seen Gale in years. Tessa is one of the best in the world.
She is the future of that women's division.
She's the future of women's wrestling. In general, she's the future.
Which is kind of why I would have wanted her in WWE, but apparently people say she has an attitude problem. I don't see it.
You know what? I'm happy. I'm glad at least some other promotion has someone as great as Tessa because I mean WWE have all the great ones. They have Becky, they have Sasha, they have Asuka, they have Kairi, they have all. All they don't have is Tessa, Mayu, Kagetsu, like Taya.
I was gonna say Mako, but they got Mako as a trainer now.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever gonna get Taya. I don't think Taya wants to go there, especially since it depends on what what Mundo wants as well.
So then we get to Velveteen Dream. He comes out. Dream says he's in high demand. Out comes it's Tyler.
Look, everyone, it's Tyler.
Well, Dijak, you done lost your push, my man. Was it worth it?
We'll get to that in a second. Prince Pretty is home, much like Dream. Tyler has everyone talking about him in NXT, but since the fashion has left, it feels a little dull. There are wannabes and cheap knockoffs, but there will only be one Prince Pretty.
Oh boy, but
and then Dream came back with the clap.
Oh, do we even want to spoil what he said?
Say it.
Oh yes, we're gonna spoil what he says. Yes.
Oh.
Dream welcomes Breeze back to the Dreams NXT. He doesn't know how to do it on Raw or SmackDown. The NXT universe wants a real man, not a boy who plays cops and robbers just because he couldn't cut it on M or T, and doesn't mean he could come back here.
Cops and robbers, man.
Breeze wants a title shot at the North American title. Dream says the line starts outside, but he can get a selfie with the champ before he leaves. He takes a selfie and Breeze decks Velveteen Dream.
And I know this has nothing to do with this taping, but this is the week that we did get the airing of the national anthem for Velveteen Dream, and it's the greatest thing ever. Dude, how many times did you watch that segment? I watched it about 10 times.
I've watched it about 15.
Oh, it's the best. He's the best. And that's why he's the greatest of all time, right, Asia?
Yes.
He is. And I can't argue that.
And to think, this guy was on Tough Enough, and they got rid of him.
Hogan. No, Hogan.
Hogan.
Well, of course, it was fucking Hogan.
Okay, so what else we got?
Okay. Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel defeats a team called Team 3PO.
In other words, steroided Generation Me. Basically, Generation Me. If they were eating, if one of them was eating Twinkies all day, it was. I don't know who they are. I have no idea who they are. But yeah.
Right, my thing is, I'm not going to care about those two until becomes official.
Speaking of which, there's another guy that when we're going to talk about the Worlds Collide tour, there's one guy I have no idea who the fuck he is, but whatever. We'll get to that later. Next.
At Takeover, there will be a 4-way tag title match between Undisputed Era, Street
And we
Profits.
called it. Yeah. For now that the tag titles have been vacated, since the War Raiders say, well, I guess no one's as good as them. I guess they can fight for our scraps. We're going to get the 4 teams that weren't good enough to beat War Raiders in a 4-way tag match. We're going to get Street Profits, Oni and Danny, fucking Undisputed Era, and Forgotten Sons. Basically, it's just like the Asuka Ember thing. Basically, you can take our scraps. You're not as good as the Viking Raiders, but here you go. It's so dumb.
So basically, I called it.
Yes, you literally called it. So bad. I hate it. And who do you, honestly, let's just say, who do you guys see winning that?
Forgotten Sons.
Yeah.
Forgotten Sons. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking win it.
And like I could tell you how it's gonna happen too. Like Street Profits are going to hit their finishing move on Undisputed Era, and Forgotten Sons are going to get the pin.
Jesus.
No. Apparently, it's going to be a ladder match.
Oh, it's a ladder match. Oh, okay then.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
Because they alluded to a ladder match later on in the tapings. So then we get
okay.
Candice Ray defeats Raina Gonzalez. The Ponies attack Candice after the match, and Io Shirai makes the save with a kendo stick.
Say your prayers at the wall. Don't forget my son.
Io, a kendo stick is not a character, sis.
I mean, ask Steve Blackman that, but you know.
Get a character, sis. Get a character.
Dude, Steve Blackman was actually real good too.
I love Steve Blackman. Don't worry. But yeah, I got that. And there's something else about Io Shirai that you pointed out to me about her outfit.
She's dressing up like Becky Lynch.
She has the leather jacket, all black, and the shorts, with them thighs hanging out.
I mean, hey, everybody wants to be the man. The power of the man.
It is the power of the man, and I mean, I don't blame Io for having a great role model. And also, I mean, Becky and Charlotte, didn't they use a kendo stick all the time as well? So yeah, this is totally out of Becky Charlotte.
No, Charlotte was the one who used the kendo stick.
But Becky also used it against her too.
No, but in this case, like again, Io, what's your character? What is a character?
She's the same.
I've always said it. I'd rather see a great wrestler than a great character.
I get that, but again, like she's going after the title, and I'm like, she's gonna have to give me a reason for her as a face.
Yeah, I know she needs to give you a reason to give a shit. I get it. I get it. It's just to me like with all the great characters that happen to be shitty wrestlers all the time. I just got to the point where it's like, you know what? My preference is gonna be like, hey, I just rather see a great wrestler than a great character. If you're a great character, cool. If you're a great character and a great wrestler, great. If you don't happen to be
I mean, wrestling ability is the most important, but I think like as long as because Velveteen Dream, I don't think is great in the ring, but he's good enough, and then his character is the best in the business, and that's what makes it like.
Yeah, he has both.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not as good in the ring as Io Shirai.
But but here's my thing: she's chasing after the title, and she's supposed to be a face, and it's like it's bad enough her theme song is mad, and then she wears the same gear and all that stuff. Like,
I mean, that's just you. I mean, you're the only one that goes on about the gear, but you know that.
Honestly, she basically has pretty much that same gear. She's been wearing that since Stardom. To be honest,
she doesn't feel like a superstar. Is my problem.
Fucking Kane, lazy ass, wearing the same gear.
Please stop deflecting. She does not feel like a superstar.
Hey man, at least Kane. Hey, at least Kane had an appeal. At least Kane can scare kids.
Exactly. Yeah, Kane had a character.
My point is that she's going after the title, and I have no and even inside the ring, she has like she's a good wrestler. She moves like fast and all that, like agility and all that stuff, but she doesn't give me a reason to be like passionate.
There's no emotional investment.
No emotional investment. Like,
and that's
Kyrie,
emotional investment. That's like the best. That's the thing that makes pro wrestling special. I mean, look. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. I think that like the character for Io will shine through if you give Io her own stable, because that's where she worked best when she had Queen's Quest.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I like Io. Wait, I'm sorry. Yeah. What's up?
Like, still, like, then they're not gonna do that. So.
Yeah, I know they won't do it, but I was just saying, like, to me that was when she was best, like her character.
Because as a professional wrestler, I will always say Io Shirai is one of the best in the world. But like, what separates like for those people from like my favorites is the emotional investment. It's like me relating to them. It's like it's all the other stuff. To me, the character stuff is the extra stuff, but it does mean a lot.
Right, and like, that's why I feel like Io right now is number 3 in terms of best. See that?
I'm just gonna say that's why I've always taken Kyrie over Io.
Right, and that's why I do take Kyrie over Io right now, because Kyrie, she has the emotional investment. She
has the character, she has like, and she gets the emotional investment without even like, because her English is good, but it's not all the way there. She doesn't even need to talk. Like she just her being herself can hook you in enough. Like, and I mean, I'm not saying Io doesn't have that, but I haven't seen it. Like, I've seen as a heel, I think she has it more because I've seen her stuff in Stardom as a heel. I think she can really do good there. But right now, as a face, I feel it's like
she's been here for a year and she just has not clicked in terms of a face that's emotionally invested.
I'm not saying the
it's been a year. It's been a year already, for real.
Pretty much a year since she signed.
It's been like almost a year, about 9 months, I think, since the Mayan Classic.
I'm counting since she signed, like since June. She signed in June.
Okay, yeah.
God, jeez, man.
Yeah.
And it's like even Kyrie, when she finally got to the NXT Women's title, she finally clicked as a face. So it's like, if you're not clicking now, I'm like kind of like gonna give you the side eye as a like, come on now.
I feel like
here's honestly.
We're only gonna root for her because she's a good wrestler, but we but are we really rooting for her when it's like comes down to being a face?
I think Mia Yim is
honestly no. Like I think WWE, I think NXT is basically booking it on just like they're just rooting. They're going to root for her in spite of Shayna. But when she does, like if she does officially win, then I would have to agree with you. She has to find a character. That's why I say. You probably have to turn her heel immediately after.
Yeah, the fans are right now. The fans are solidly behind Io right now because anyone but Shayna.
Because it's basically the Bray Wyatt Roman effect, like it was like when he cost him Money in the Bank. Anybody but you,
Roman. But and also the Io Shirai one, and also that Io Shirai is one of the best in the world. Obviously, like Io, the second she came in,
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying she's not one of the best in the world. What I'm saying is that you have to give her a character.
Or give her a story, some kind of like.
Give us some sort of backstory. That's what they did with Bianca, and why I got so behind her. They gave me a backstory.
I think the big thing is give us a reason to care.
Yes,
that's
not just because she came from Stardom.
Paul Heyman described pro wrestling in the best way. Who are these guys? Why are they fighting? And why should I pay to see it?
Why should I care about her?
But yeah, I mean, now that being said, I still want Io Shirai to beat the ever-living fuck out of Shayna and get that title.
Yeah. Io should win. Io should win. Like at this point, Io is your last option, and if she does not win, then that division is officially dead.
Shayna's relinquishing the title, and
like the only other person I can see that can take it from Shayna if Io doesn't do it is possibly Mia. But coming after what we're going to see on the tapings, that's going to be iffy.
I mean, I'm very that thing I am very excited to talk about, but we'll get to that later. I'm gonna say right now, I think Mia Yim is connecting better than Io already.
She is.
As a face, I think she's
I will put it into perspective. If Io wins the NXT Women's title from Shayna, I'll be happy for Io. Great. Shayna's not champ no more. But if Mia Yim does it, I'm gonna be over the freaking moon.
Same here. I'll be so fucking happy, dude. The match
I
they had on NXT was amazing.
Right. Like, I'll say it should be Io because, like, Io is going to be like, okay, whatever. I mean, like, okay. I'd rather take Mia or a returning Dakota Kai over
That's it.
Io.
And see, the thing is, I'm thinking they're going to immediately send Dakota and Tegan to NXT UK.
Right.
Probably once Rhea gets back from her injury too. Yeah, because Rhea and Tegan, they're gonna put them together.
Oh, definitely. That's been on the pressure cooker.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so damn, we went off. So yeah, you want to continue on the tapings?
Undisputed Era defeats Gargano and Riddle with some help with Cole and Roddy. Undisputed Era beat them down after the match and stands united over Gargano.
Okay, stop there. Now, after this, now we're gonna get to the good, probably the best part of the whole tapings.
Mia Yim defeats Bianca Belair.
Talk about well, don't spoil the match, but let's just say we saw some photos. This match kills their first match. This match looks like it's going to be something really good.
Yes.
They're warning you now.
Apparently, yeah, like Kim, that's the Becky fan that creates like a lot of like money. Like
photographer, she's a photographer, basically a photographer. She might become a photographer. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully,
she says it was like a really, really good match. Like
really
one spot in the match was Bianca doing like the double chicken wing on the outside and Mia's head landing on the apron.
Chicken wing facebuster just dropped her head on the mat. Like they fought everyone in the arena. Just the feud has been great. On NXT TV, we had a great segment between them, which we'll get to that later. But oh my god, it's like I sound like Nikki Bella there. But I'm sorry. Oh my god, we have a feud. We have a women's feud outside of the title picture. Can you fucking believe it?
And it took 2 soul foods for Mia to defeat Bianca.
Yeah, because and like we're gonna get Mia versus Bianca on TV next week. The first match, the second match they're gonna have. So that's gonna be great. I love it. I love this feud. Yes, I cannot wait.
Her hair to beat Mia for leverage on the ropes.
Amazing. But yeah, I'm loving this feud. Yeah, looking awesome.
I was fine with Mia winning. Just I don't know. After what happened,
it took 2 soul foods. Like we have an actual feud.
I'm fine with Mia winning this one, but after what happened at takeovers at like with Bianca, she should win like the definitively.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, basically let Mia win to basically let them know that the series isn't going to be a washout. Basically,
right.
So Kushida defeats Drew Gulak.
Yes.
Oh, he won. Oh, I actually cannot wait to see that match.
Yeah, that looks like an amazing match.
That match is going to be a technical masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the thing about Kushida. Kushida faced all these high flyers. He never really faced Did we ever get Kushida versus ZSJ?
No, because ZSJ was never a junior.
Yeah, that's the thing. So Kushida never got to wrestle against a technical wrestler along with himself. He always because if
you remember the minute ZSJ officially became a part of the New Japan roster, he immediately went to the heavyweight division.
Well, I'm only saying that because I think the only time we've had that was Okada versus Ospreay. We've had junior versus heavyweight matches before, but not often. So yeah.
Gulak claims he kicked out, arguing with Kushida after the match. They may do this match again at the future show. Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Forgotten Sons. Street Profits run in and cause a DQ. Forgotten Sons beat up everyone with chairs. Undisputed Era runs in and beat down the Forgotten Sons. The beat down.
They beat them down with a ladder, which they're not sure. We're not sure that. They're not sure if that implies anything, but we'll see.
But yeah, they climbed up a ladder, so yeah.
So yeah, it definitely has to be a ladder match.
And that was the end of the tapings.
And June 1st is when the June taping, the next set of tapings will happen. And from what I'm hearing, is gonna be in Connecticut, not San Jose.
They didn't even say where in Connecticut.
They officially announced it Monday, but yeah, we're hearing it's going to be in Connecticut.
Where did you hear this?
Why Connecticut?
Where did you hear this, Asia?
Well, it was
Captain Kelly
definitely
did say that on YouTube, on a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Maybe from Greenwich, because Triple H, the Greenwich snub.
But
because,
no,
like,
why would you choose Connecticut over California?
Because WWE
no.
country. Because it's WWE country. Vince McMahon, Triple H. I don't know.
because Money in the Bank is also in Connecticut this year.
But why?
Yeah, okay.
And that leads to the question: why is Money in the Bank in Connecticut?
That's another question.
But whatever. I mean, no offense to anyone who's. I mean, okay, let's be real. No one who's in Connecticut is watching the show. But anyone who does watch the show who's from Connecticut, nothing against you guys. It's Connecticut. I'm sorry, it sucks. But yeah. So we got that. Apparently Triple A is going to be at Madison Square Garden in September 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. Disrespect to MSG having Triple A on there? Ugh. Damn. Which also MSG is going to have a Raw and SmackDown, it looks like, this year. Which that's the first time we've had that in how long? Like,
I don't
geez.
know.
It's been forever.
Yep.
Do you want to talk about Raw and SmackDown, or do you want to? Because eventually we got to talk about We got to talk about the Bellas podcast.
Yeah, we could talk about Raw and SmackDown real quick.
Okay, I'll let you. Actually, God, which one was? I guess let's start with Raw. We kicked.
Mm-hmm.
What did we kick things off with? I think we kicked. Yeah, Oh, fuck the first segment. I hate the first segment so much.
What was the first segment of the show?
It was Drew, Baron, Braun, the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Oh,
Yeah, you remember when Alexa
shit.
was going to announce the male participants, and they only got 4 of them out until Corbin started running his mouth.
Yeah, it was awful.
Oh,
Was the first 2 hours of the show were horrible.
I was like, just get to the women, because the men shit was just ass.
I
swear, man.
I'm gonna be real. I don't even want to talk about this. Like, I don't want to talk about this Raw segment for segment. This Raw sucked so fucking bad until the 3rd hour with Becky. And here's the thing about Becky Lynch, like, she's always been great, but I think,
dude, the crowd was dead until Becky Lynch came out.
Tonight is when it basically was like proven even more so that Becky is the face of the company. She is the top star right now because the whole crowd for Seth, not for Seth because Seth came on the main event, for everyone, for Corbin, for the Usos, for Braun, all these guys, Alexa Bliss, they were dead for all of it until Becky came in and the crowd erupted. And this was like, what? Where were they? Kentucky? Kansas?
I think they were in Kentucky.
They were in Kentucky. And this crowd sounded like a goddamn Raw After Mania crowd when Becky came out. It was ridiculous. Yeah. They were chanting all over the place. And this crowd was dead for the rest of the show.
But Cliff, I thought that the crowd was gonna turn on Becky.
Remember, someone said by May the crowd is gonna turn on Becky Lynch because they're gonna get tired of her shtick. Well,
what? I told y'all not to listen to Meltzer.
Not Meltzer, no. These are just idiots. Just other.
Oh,
idiots.
I thought. Oh, my bad. I thought it was Meltzer.
No. Because some people think that using social media and the fact that some people on social media are turning on Becky, that somehow translate that the wrestling crowds in the arena is going to turn on Becky.
I'm sorry, but the Diva stands on Twitter haven't translated to the regular crowds for years, so.
Yeah, they do not matter. They never mattered, and they never will matter.
Stop existing.
Just do the entire world a favor and stop existing.
Yes. Good Lord. So bad. But the rest of the show, I mean, Asia, is there anything you want to talk about, like, in particular that was really bad?
That Usos revival segment.
Man, I love the Usos, but man, that segment was uncomfortable.
That was homophobia and the fact that some people are trying to defend. Like, let's be fucking real. That segment happened because the revival more than likely declined that offer from the
And WWE added 2 months to their contract for quote unquote injury time.
They increased their
Yep.
jail sentence to WWE for a few months.
So that's, and then you see the Raw preview, and they said that they're gonna like the Revival gonna be humiliated more and more things to come and all that shit. So yeah, they're just gonna bury the Revival.
Yeah, they're gonna bury the Revival until they finally leave the WWE, which is why I'm so glad Dean Ambrose did what he did.
Or not until maybe not until they finally leave the WWE. Maybe they can just take a play from Sasha's book and just sit out the rest of the contract. Because apparently you can do that. You can just. You can
that's what they did. I mean, that's what Pac did.
So
you know what, Revival, just go home. Just kick back. Like,
so yeah,
I'm sorry. Like, this is so dumb on every level. And I love the Usos. This is homophobic. So bad.
This is just homophobic. This is just
and that's saying something like how that's saying how like Vince hates the Revival for not wanting to sign. So the way he's going to humiliate him, I'm going to humiliate him.
So
I'm going to make
it's
him
not even that. It's like how in black families they would make fun of their gay family members just because they were gay. That's what it was giving me right here. Because the Usos was making fun of the Revival for just quote unquote shaving their backs because they're brothers, like they're friends and all that shit.
I mean, but that's the thing though. Friends do that stuff though. You can't reach to shave your back by yourself.
It's hard to shave your back by yourself unless you have really long arms.
Right.
Okay, imagine if Rhino tried to shave his back.
But what it implies, that's what they're laughing at.
Exactly, and literally laughing at, because I don't know if it was Jay or Jimmy, but he was literally there looking at it like all crazy, and he's literally laughing because gay.
And I'm tired of hearing that. Oh, this happened in the Attitude. I'm tired. I don't care.
This ain't the Attitude Era, fam.
This ain't the Attitude Era.
I don't watch the Attitude Era, and I didn't watch the Attitude Era. I don't give a fuck. That's still homophobic.
Old heads, please go away. You do not belong here. It's not
1998. Old heads, go back in that time machine and go back to that era that y'all liked so much, because you ain't welcome here.
That's the biggest thing I got out of Endgame. Maybe if they do create a time machine, maybe we can get these idiots to go back to a decade they're actually
talking about this goddamn Endgame.
Maybe they can go back to a decade that they're actually appreciated in.
Stop plugging that fucking movie here.
Well, I just did. Because it segued to what we were talking about.
No. Fuck Endgame. Moving on.
Look, man, she's gonna hate that move forever because you decided to go there and you decided not to answer her phone calls. This is all your fault.
I know. Yeah, you're right. This is my fault. It is my fault. Well, she hates Game of Thrones. That's not my fault.
I just don't want to watch Game of Thrones.
Right?
Yeah, she didn't say she hated it. She just don't want to watch it.
Well, okay, yeah. That's fine. But yeah,
Miz TV segment with Bobby Lashley, and you notice a certain someone was not with Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
Bobby Lashley talked in the third person because Leo couldn't do it for him.
See, this right here proves why Bobby Lashley needs Leo Rush, because, man, that man could not talk.
He couldn't.
Because as a heel in TNA, he wasn't bad.
Exactly. He was actually good when he was in TNA. Yo, Bobby, what happened, fam?
The writers happened. It has to be.
Yeah, you're right. It's the writing.
Like, dude.
Shane McMahon in the field. So yeah, Shane is just on both shows.
Yeah, he's in 2 feuds right now.
So Shane decided, hey, I'm Shane McMahon. I'm a feud with The Miz and Roman Reigns.
And neither of them are good. I loved the Shane Miz feud up to WrestleMania, but now it's run its course. I don't care.
Yeah, it should have ended at Mania, but it has decided to go past the course.
It's to the point where even Miz's dad isn't even giving. Like, I mean, the Miz's dad is the best part of it with his face on the Titantron, but even that almost didn't make me happy. Even that wasn't enough. I was like, damn. Like,
the triangle choke was like that like submission he was doing. It was just like, and the punches, like, God, like
still better than Nakamura's worked triangle. I'll still give it that.
No. Nakamura's is better because Nakamura actually has MMA experience.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying when he does a worked triangle, it looks awful. I know he can do a real triangle great. I've seen him do it. But like, yeah.
The Women's Money in the Bank announcement participants were the following: Natalia, Dana Brooke, Naomi, and Alexa Bliss.
Wait.
Ooh!
So, the debate online was that Dana Brooke should not be in this match. That why she's in this match, she's a jobber, none of that stuff. It should have been Ruby Riott. And I'm on the opposite. I think Dana Brooke should get an opportunity to showcase herself. If she does amazing in the Money in the Bank match, first off, all y'all owe her an apology. Y'all should shut the fuck up. Y'all pulling
Exactly.
Sam Roberts. It's like y'all pulling the Sam Roberts that.
Let's also go to the kayfabe reason. On main event, they had a match and Dana Brooke beat Ruby Riott. So why would you have Ruby Riott be in the match? Secondly,
Ruby Riott has been losing. Like I get why everyone's saying that Ruby Riott should be in the match. I was agreeing. Ruby Riott should be in the match. The kayfabe rise, she has been losing ever since the Natalia feud.
Secondly, the Dana Brooke thing with Ronda Rousey got somewhat over. It actually got kind of over, and to the point where at Mania the fans were chanting Dana Brooke. Hi, Brandon, what's
up? So guess who just got back from Endgame?
Oh God! Look, man, can we?
I just mentioned it to Asia, and she hated me, and now you brought.
Look, man. I'm gonna say it before I say it again. Asia hates the movie because Cliff decided to go and he didn't answer her phone calls. Let's stop talking about it.
After the movie,
we will talk. We will talk about it in our own separate call with just me, you, and Cliff. Okay?
Yeah, we will. Well, maybe tomorrow because I got stuff to do. But yeah, I'll definitely talk about it with you later. But
definitely tomorrow because it's about to storm over here.
Oh, so,
yeah. Dana, she should be in this match. I do believe that people like more like there should be.
If anything, we should be. If anything, let's look at the other two blondes, Natalia and Alexa. Especially Natalia, because what reason? Like, what does she have for her to be in this match?
I get why she's in this match because she's the veteran, all that stuff. But you don't really need her because you
have a veteran in Naomi. You have a veteran. You have other veterans. Like, I don't care if she's a veteran. I don't care if she's done this. First of all, she's not.
Here's the thing. I'm all right with Natty being in. I got a question. Why the hell is Alexa Bliss in when she ain't been on TV since the night after freaking
My problem with Natalia being in is that we saw what she did at the Women's World Rumble.
Exactly. She did not try. She phoned it in.
How she let half of that fucking match flop on his fucking head.
She has had nothing of interest or value. She's not done nothing of interest or value in years. I'm sorry. Even Alexa, and I hate Alexa, and I'm not saying I'm just accepting the fact that they're going to put Alexa in because I hate it. But even Alexa, you can even like give some kind of argument that she still has some kind of fan base. She's still somewhat over.
Value.
She has some kind. She still has value. Natalia is bland. She's nothing like nothing against Natalia as a wrestler. She's a better wrestler than Alexa, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, there's no reason for her to be in this match. No one's gonna believe that Natalia even has a chance of winning. And if Natalia wins, that would be awful. So there's no reason to have her in.
That's like she's dry. Like that's no point.
Like even with Alexa, people actually like hate her or love her. With Natalia, people just don't care. That's my problem.
The only reason people would have cared for Natalia winning last year was because of the whole Ronda Rousey storyline. She was friends with Ronda Rousey, and she was
it's not all the time. I mean, it's not all the time. It's not only Natalia's fault because they haven't given Natalia anything since the Ruby thing. But like, I'm just saying, like, no one cares about Natalia right now. Even Dana Brooke had the Ronda Rousey thing, and also people feel bad for her after the fucking Sam Roberts bullshit.
They feel for the fact that she has like barely gotten any opportunities.
And let's be real, she's gotten better over the past 3 years. She's not great. She's not even good. But look, she's not terrible. She's getting there. She's showing improvement. Like, it's an 8-woman match. Just have her in it. Like, I don't mind that.
As long as she if she does great, she should get more opportunities. If she doesn't, okay, fine. Yeah, you're right. But the fact that y'all are so against her getting an opportunity, like she is going to win.
Like just her,
like
just
mind-blowing.
Her. Like just her, not Natalia, not Alexa, Dana Brooke. That's the problem, apparently.
It's not like she's getting a title opportunity at Money in the Bank. She's just in the match.
Like people acting like she was in there. She was gonna win it.
If anything, I'd be more afraid if Mandy Rose wins, which I don't think she's going to win. But still, I mean, she has more of a chance of winning than Dana.
I just find it just weird. Like everyone just so against her. Like, give her a chance.
It's really
just
dumb.
give her a chance. Let's see what she can do. Let's like last year, we all had problems with Lana being in the match. And what happened? Lana actually showcased that she could hang in that fucking match.
Well, in the multi-woman match, she's still garbage. But yeah, she did all right in that match.
Yeah, but she actually held her own.
Right. But I guess it's just cool to rag on Dana.
I mean, it's 8 women and it's 8 women in a ladder. They could definitely do something. Even like the bad one can do something.
Also, since Brandon, you just got in here, I'm not going to have you do all the questions because we answered some questions, but I'm just going to have you answer one of the questions that we did. I said Ric Flair. Asia said Velveteen Dream. Jarvarus said Tanahashi. Who in your mind is the greatest of all time?
Shit.
Big question, I know.
Putting me on the spot. I would say just in terms of everything he did specifically for Japanese wrestling, and just his appearance alone, I'm gonna say Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yes, my boy. Dude,
I forgot about Liger.
I gotta get back to that Liger thing, like my Liger thread, because no one wants to watch my Liger thread.
I bought your Liger thread.
Fucking. I saved 30 matches. I've been watching all those matches. No.
Well, here's the thing about Liger, because the whole thing with Liger is he invented so many moves. He did so much for.
He's the most expressive I've ever seen, with literally a full body mask, everything. He can emote better than most people can with their faces. Like Jushin Liger gets wrestling more than anyone I've ever seen.
Not to mention his appearance is iconic.
It's the most iconic look ever. And then like that's the big thing. And then outside of that, the longevity is. His longevity probably beats almost everyone. Outside of maybe like Terry Funk, but let's be real, Terry Funk was out of his prime by 50. Jushin Liger can still go. That's the big thing.
Does his longevity outlast Flair? I'm curious about that.
Wait, what?
Does his longevity outlast Rick's? I'm curious about that.
Yes.
Yeah, because Jushin went well over into his 60s. Rick retired at like 50s.
Like here's the thing. Like midway in his career, Liger had cancer, retired for a while, and then came back to wrestle.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, because you got Kobashi, you got Misawa. Yeah, I'm just saying one of. He's up there. Liger's up there.
For me, with Liger, it's a combination of longevity, innovation, and just appearance, which is. I think
with him, Liger is able to stay fresh after all this time. Let's be real, one of the most memorable Liger things was just recently the PWG spot. Never forget. To me, that the PWG asshole train is part of his legacy. That is part of his legacy.
And he's the only one, and he's the only wrestler that's so awesome and yet so goofy that he could do it.
He can do it. He's the best, and he can be like a full-fledged heel. He can do anything. Fucking love Liger. But I said Rick. Asia said Dream. So Ric Flair, Velveteen Dream, Tanahashi, Liger. I love it.
Which those 4 guys in a fatal 4-way.
They have a different kind of flavor in their own way. But yeah. But anyways, back to we were talking about with Money in the Bank. Yeah. I have more of a problem with Natalya. Jarvarus has more of a problem with Alexa. I don't think. Brandon, do you even have a problem with Dana Brooke being in this match?
She's aight.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're just like, she's all right.
Dana's not bad. She's improved.
Here's the thing. I think if we were to do numerics out of 10, she's like a 5. Maybe
exactly. She's right in the middle.
When she first came in the main roster, she was a 2.
She was awful.
She was a 2.
And her first match in NXT when they were trying to build her up as the Arnold classic lifter, even though she was never really a great lifter, she was more of a good gymnast. And I know you hate to say it, but even Jackie brought this up. Like her background in gymnastics is better than anything. Like, because she is super athletic. Like, you should be. And I think that she's doing that more. She's more like implementing that into her style more than the strength stuff. Like they will, because at first they were building her as like the new Beth Phoenix.
Right. Now,
it's not true.
Now, granted, Dana is not Casey, and she
God. But like she's closer to Casey maybe than Beth Phoenix.
Yeah,
I'll say that, or an Awesome Kong. You know, like. So, but yeah, she's like right in the middle, and where I think Natalia's a better wrestler, but she's in that Dolph Ziggler spot where it's just no one cares.
Oh yeah, she is Dolph Ziggler.
She's in the Dolph Ziggler spot.
And the thing about that kind of spot is people don't care about you, but people know you're capable of doing awesome things when you're given.
And you know what? Actually, you know what? And that's the part where I'll actually give Ziggler more credit, because I think at least in the Rumble, Ziggler was actually quality. Natalya sucked at the Rumble.
She couldn't carry that. Like, she was the veteran coming out, like the first few spots, and then there's like 10 and 12 of them. She was the veteran in that match. She just let it fall apart.
I'll say this: I think Dolph Ziggler is a better wrestler than Natalya. I'll say that. But I think as far as like the characters go, like, yes, they're like, people know that they can go somewhat, that they can like help someone to a good match, but like, there's just nothing to them. There's nothing to them. And we're just sick of them.
Like, how are we supposed to know that Dana has gotten better, or
if we don't see it?
All we've seen on Raw, all we've seen from her is her tapping out to Ronda in like 20 seconds.
It's almost as if people don't want to see if she's improved or not.
Now we see someone is not improving in a match of Naomi versus Alexa Bliss.
Right in front of your face, she's bad. And here's the thing, people.
No, Cliff. She used to be bad. Now she's garbage.
Yeah, she's garbage.
Remember when Alexa was posting videos on
Twitter? I was just about to bring that up.
And everyone was saying that she was going to snap, that she was going to be amazing in the fucking ring.
You're going to snap, guys.
I was, mind you, did I not call this? Did not tell y'all she only did this for clout.
And remember, she posted videos of her doing like all these acrobatic moves that doesn't like, because it all comes down, can she tell a fucking story? And she clearly couldn't.
Remember the last person to have these PC videos who was just coming back to the ring that was garbage, and we were like, oh my god, she's gonna get so much better? Eva Marie.
No, she didn't have PC matches. She was like PC training. She was getting trained by Brian Kendrick.
Well, okay, yeah, she had training videos of her like doing like sliced breads, hurricane ranas, and stuff like that. And we're like, oh my god, Eva looks like she's getting better. And then we watch her. And we're like,
if anything, she got worse.
Oh, so it's like that.
Dude, I'm telling you, Brian Kendrick was straight there. He was like, he called Vince and was like, man, what the fuck y'all got me doing, man? I ain't no miracle worker out here.
Brian goes back to watch those training videos and is telling people like, guys, you do not know the work that I put in to make that shit happen.
But you know what Alexa finally has improved on?
What?
Taking Naomi's finisher and not turning over when she
Yes. She didn't injure Naomi this time. Good for you.
Congrats. She goes from a L from a D to a D+.
D minus.
Damn.
It's still an improvement.
Then we get to the man, Becky Lynch.
The man to save the show, Big Dick Energy Bex. Because she literally had a tweet that said hashtag BDE, so she knows she got that strap. And it ain't the belt.
She was so over on the show. The crowd woke up.
A megastar on the show. They chanted for her name the whole time. Like the crowd was like, "Oh my god, finally an actual star, someone to care about." Finally,
Jesus.
Finally, someone that's not Baron Corbin. Yay!
She was wrestling Jesus to them.
She is wrestling Jesus, not to them. She just is. Learn to love it.
She goes promo saying that she knows she has a target on her back since she is double champion. She puts over Charlotte and Lacey as competitors, but she knows that she's gonna be able to bring the fight to them, and she's gonna walk out with both belts at Money in the Bank. Lacey Evans comes out. She told Becky that she told her not to lose her temper, and that she's done talking, and then they have a brawl, which was a very good brawl, by the way.
It was one of the better brawls, and then the iconic line at the very end when they split them up. Becky Lynch just said, "Since you call me the man," she just says, "Why are you making this sandwich?"
Please don't say that ever again with the Irish accent.
I tried. She yeah.
Speaking of Lacey Evans, Asia, should we talk about the fan that just gave her the straight up ew?
This woman
God.
is. I don't want to
Let me
question.
go-
I don't want to question a woman's parenting skills.
Let me go find it. Let me go
But-
find it.
Hang on. Yo, I don't think you have to. I think I got it right here. Hang on one
I
second.
got it.
Because we already had the story about her locking her kid out of the house.
Okay. So I'm gonna read the back and forth between the two.
Oh wait, no. I thought we were gonna talk about first, like the fact that she's bringing her goddamn child to a goddamn gun range.
Oh.
No. We ain't gonna talk about that mess.
So
Yeah.
the fan said, "Did y'all know that this was a fashion show? I didn't. Must have missed that memo. 2 shiny belts with all the fashion Becky needs." Because the tweet she was quoting was Lacey giving like all these looks, having like different gears, and Becky just having like sort of the same look. Lacey quoted the tweet saying, "Lord, look at me, classiest thing to ever step foot in WWE. #looking, #like a lady." The fan replied, "Again, I'm more into title belts than hats as an accessory." Lacey replied with, "Where are your belts then?" Nobody no belts, #sit down. The fan replied, "Last time I checked, I don't wrestle, but where are yours? Somebody no belts, Tucky sandwich please." Lacey replied, "Kitchen comes after I cash these checks. You want it hot or cold? #like a lady." The fan replied with, "I'm cashing my checks too. That's the best part about being a woman. Doesn't matter what you do, it's how you do it. Difference is I run my company. Becky runs yours. #hold the mayo."
Fatality.
And then Lacey blocked her after that.
So Lacey got her feelings hurt.
So basically, Lacey loses. Fatality. Flawless victory. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. But
So,
yeah.
Asia, it's like you said, if she can't handle a fan, what the hell makes you think she can handle the man?
I'm surprised Becky hasn't brought it up yet.
Yeah.
Oh. The only thing Becky's brought up as of late.
Yeah, like,
Where the hell's my cursor? Oh, fuck, I'm bored. But yeah, the only thing she's brought up today is the fact that WWE.com fucking like screwed up. They didn't put her on the fucking top of the goddamn list. And I deleted the tweet because they had Seth and Kofi on the top of the website and they had Becky Lynch like on the medium tier. And I'm just like, come on, we know Seth's always bottom. Never. But I deleted it. But yeah, like, yeah, if you can't handle a random fan, Alexa, what makes you think you can handle Becky fucking
Look.
Lynch?
Look, all I did was ask a question and told her to improve. That's all I said.
But no, hers was even worse because it wasn't even a back and forth. You just ended her on one line.
I didn't even end her. All I did was ask a fucking
You
question.
just exposed her.
Look, she exposed herself.
Exactly.
I told her to improve.
Look, I'm giving you credit. That's a good thing. You should be proud of that. Oh my god. Come on, man. These people, like, you'd think they'd like own the fans at this point. Like, even like any wrestler can do that shit. Like, or at the very least, pick and choose what comments you reply to. Like pick the dumbest of the dumb. Don't pick the ones that are actually gonna give you a good fight.
Exactly.
All right.
Yep.
Damn, that's Lacey learned the hard way.
Yep.
Learned
So
the
yeah,
hard.
it's official. Becky versus Lacey Evans at Money in the Bank for the Raw Women's title.
Oh God, should we say what the odds are?
Becky Lynch is favored to retain both titles.
yes.
I want to be happy about that, but we know how Vince is most times with Vegas odds.
Yeah,
Right.
they've been wrong as of late, but I'm just like, hey. And
Right.
Vince will probably change his mind. But hey, for now.
Right, but I wouldn't be surprised if she does retain both.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
Especially if the Mania plans are what we think they could be.
Besides, we need to stop being cynical here. We need to stop that.
Oh, I'm not being cynical. I was just saying.
He's just pointing out facts. Like sometimes it was like WrestleMania, the Vegas odds were kind of like all over the place.
Think that on one hand, I do think Charlotte should win at Money in the Bank. On the other hand, I'm like, Becky does need one title, both, one.
I mean,
time and retain both titles.
I will be totally fine if Charlotte wins. I mean, she's been taking L's to Becky the whole time. I'm not gonna complain if Becky wins, but I'm just saying Charlotte. If you're gonna push Charlotte, they're gonna push Charlotte to the moon for the rest of her career. You might as well have her get one win on Becky.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what they do, and if a certain someone comes out after the match, and the start of a great feud that could be the feud of 2019 between the two best women's wrestlers in the face of the fucking planet, that would be great.
I mean, I think it's kind of an unspoken rule with double champions. You have to lose at least one belt. I mean,
Jay Lethal went a couple shows retaining both, right?
Right, but he did lose the TV title.
Wait, what?
Right, but he did eventually lose the TV title.
Well, I mean, he eventually lost, but I'm sure he had at least one show where he retained both belts on the same night.
Yeah, that was All-Star Weekend because he defended both titles against Red Dragon. Because he defended the TV title at the beginning of the show against Bobby, and then defended against Kyle in the main event.
There you go. So I mean, hey, Becky can have one show like that, and then we have Extreme Rules. I'm guessing that's going to come up probably what?
Hell, let's not forget Seth did it. Seth did it at Night of Champions. Although he did lose the U.S. title to Cena.
Yeah, he lost the U.S. title, but yeah, he still won the title match after that. So yeah.
Either she's losing the SmackDown title or she's retaining both.
Yeah, Becky. At the end of the day, Becky was the star of the night. And this was a terrible show, but Becky was the one shining light, and the crowd knew it. I don't even want to talk about the rest of the stuff after that. Let's just get to the main event segment, AJ and Seth.
I did not care.
I'll be honest, man. My head was killing me, so I went to bed early.
I built the house. I burned the house down. I built it again. I did Bullet Club. But then,
the only thing I know of the segment was when I woke up the next morning. I saw a video of AJ putting himself through a table.
That was the only good part of it was when AJ healed it up a little bit and beat up Seth. And AJ, if anyone's turning, I think one of them needs to turn, and I think it needs to be AJ because AJ, the face, is just kind of meh. And the crowd was more behind Seth Rollins anyways. They were more behind Seth.
Just don't let this be the quote unquote. They've been wanting to face each other since they were little kids, and it's a dream match.
The dream match stuff never works. Look what happened to Styles.
But here's the thing. There's an immediate monkey wrench in that because Seth's very first match was against AJ.
In a gym, in a high school gym.
But I mean, it's been so long since that,
My point is, don't stop with that dream match shit.
The dream match shit is dumb, and the dream match it's lazy storytelling, and it also basically brings way too high of expectations. And they're not
the only dream match that worked was Hogan Rock, and they didn't call it a dream match. They just called it Icon versus Icon.
And the only reason let's be real, the only reason that was great is because the fans were nuts.
But they gave you a story. Why?
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. They gave you a story.
Damn, they did.
And not to mention, Hogan and Rock were also two of the biggest stars on the planet. So, of course, it's going to be like that, And also, it was Hogan's first WWF match in 8 years. So, also, you had that into play as well.
Yeah. So, and that Canada crowd went absolutely batshit for Hogan when Hogan actually hulked up.
Which I will credit to Hogan and Rock because if you can get the crowd going, that's the whole point of wrestling. So I love that match. Like we watched WrestleMania 18 together. I still say that's by far the best match. It's the best match, and it's also the worst match because if you watch it without the crowd, boy, does it suck. Oh, does it suck without the crowd? Some watches, man. Ooh, but still, man, like great storytelling. But yeah, usually when you get dream match stuff, I know they already faced off before in New Japan, but they were basically building Styles versus Nakamura as a dream match for WrestleMania, right? And look what happened.
Yep.
It was a disappointment.
The only time that they actually lived up to the hype was in that match with, in Wrestle Kingdom, and that got overshadowed by Tanahashi versus Okada.
Yeah.
But this is not Wrestle Kingdom.
Mhm.
It's not
Exactly.
Different type of culture too.
Yeah, very different culture.
Different culture, different style, different everything.
American fans are not Japanese fans.
Mhm.
That's
Different agents for the matches, like everything. Everything plays a factor. But yeah, there needs to be some kind of story. I would have AJ kind of turn because he's the more stale of the two. Like he's been stale ever since like the latter half of his world title run. Personally,
But how do you book the finish though? Because you can't have, especially if AJ turns heel, you can't have him losing as automatically a heel. But Seth is your like he just come off a win.
Now you say that, but I think they did that with Roman and AJ.
Right, but Roman AJ was like
Had the
AJ
club.
wasn't a heel. AJ wasn't a heel. My point is.
Oh yeah.
Like the only way I can see it going down is if Seth beats AJ and AJ turns heel on Seth.
Right.
But then that would end up continuing the feud though.
Yes. So it's a no-win situation.
Yeah, it's kind of a lose-lose.
I'll be back in a minute. You guys talk about that. Talk about whatever you want. I'll be back in a minute.
Well, we can go to SmackDown.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you, SmackDown wasn't all that good, honestly.
Open up with Kofi. He's talking about the betrayal.
Before SmackDown, one more thing. I have to talk about the Sami Zayn thing. There's a problem. As great as Sami Zayn is, there's a problem.
What?
Where the hell is this leading to?
Yeah, what's it leading to?
I need to know,
like I told you guys Monday. I'm thinking it's leading to him getting a Universal Title match. You know, getting a Universal Title match.
Okay, but we can't keep doing it until he gets a Universal Title match against Seth. We can't.
That would be dumb. And let's be real, his first match back, he lost to the IC champion.
We'll be bored by then. So you
can't
keep
doing
the
IC champion. What makes you think they're going to give him a shot at the world title?
He has to kayfabe wise, it won't make sense. Like, oh, you complaining, you're whining, so you get a Universal Title match. That makes no sense.
Yeah, I agree. It won't make sense. But when has that ever stopped WWE?
But still, I'm just saying, like, no, that's dumb.
It'd just be dumb. And the only way that would make somewhat sense is maybe Seth Rollins. If Seth Rollins gets sick of it because Seth, I guess, is the champion for the people.
That's what I was saying Monday.
Then that makes Seth look even dumb if Sami Zayn beats him because the fans is what made you lose the belt.
And now I have to.
Because you want to defend the fans.
Because you want to defend these worthless pieces of garbage.
And that segues into a theory about Sami Zayn's whole character. Sami Zayn is just basically a smokescreen for Vince to shit on the fans for low ratings.
Oh, definitely, possibly.
That's the theory. Like, basically, Sami Zayn is... His character is that he's Vince McMahon's deepest, darkest feelings about the fans. So, like, he's like, Sammy, come out there to basically shit on these people. Like, I'm not going to say it's true, but, like, when you listen to these promos, apparently Sammy is writing these promos himself.
Yeah. Apparently
he's writing these. And it makes sense because I can't, like, clearly none of this stuff is smart enough to be written by Vince. Not even close. Like Vince McMahon is not going to have, like, a basically a PowerPoint presentation lecture that Sami Zayn had.
Then why are you catering to the conspiracy theory?
It's just, I mean, people have been bringing it up, and it's like, around like the time that we're here right now. I'm just bringing it up, just like if people agreed with it or not. I don't know if you guys agree with it.
I don't know. It sounds ass.
Okay. I was just bringing it up. It's just not. But yeah, at the end of the day, we just need to see where this goes, and like, I don't know, like Extreme Rules, SummerSlam. I don't know. Like, here's the thing: if Sami does this again next week and nothing happens, then I'm just gonna kind of get tired of it because like nothing new. There's nothing new.
I'm going yeah, it's time for me to go to sleep.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, SmackDown. Kevin Owens.
Kofi talks about Kevin Owens' betrayal, how fans was like, you should have seen it coming, and Kofi was like, well, maybe I should have, but I believe in second chances. New Day believes in second chances, and I'm like, that's kind of clever. Yeah, I see that. Then Kevin Owens comes out. They have a back and forth, and then Xavier Woods comes out. Kevin attacks Xavier.
But by God, Kofi needs to be serious now. He can't be doing no pancake stuff.
Man, you don't get Jim Ross raggedy old ass out of here.
Fuck
Ain't nobody got time for his ass. His old white mediocre ass.
Jesus.
I don't give a fuck. He was a fucking legend. He can go. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say no.
You're not wrong.
I'm a changed person. Nope.
You're not.
You're not no. Are you born again?
Don't you dare sit here and allow this podcast like that.
Have you found Jesus?
I'm a changed person. All I could say is that a white man telling a black person to be serious when we, as WWE champion, like we had Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was goofing around as WWE champion. The Rock, Kurt Angle, Undertaker.
Kurt Angle was the biggest goof.
Honestly, did Taker really goof around when he held the title?
No, the ultimate goof. The ultimate goof. John Cena.
CM Punk.
Oh, CM Punk put the belt put the belt in his fridge.
He put the belt in his freaking fridge.
But since it's a black man, you telling a black man that he should stop goofing around because he doesn't fit your appeal. But yet you're the same man that wants to degrade women and not know, like, in the Man Classic.
Didn't Shawn Michaels, as world champion, or before he won the world champion, stick a Canadian flag up his nose?
Oh, let's not forget when Shawn Michaels was WWE champion, he did a cover pose with Playgirl, pose naked with the WWE championship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Playgirl. Yeah, he was serious.
Out of here. This is why I can't listen to white people's opinions.
Because he was young and stupid, and he needed the money.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about that segment. Oh, young.
I was stupid, and I needed the money. I was like, how did you lose all that money, you son of a?
Don't put that up there.
I can't listen to white people's opinion when it comes to black people. I really can't.
So basically, JR wants Kofi to be like Lance Storm. If I could be serious for a second.
Jesus.
Black people, but then again, because if you're a black person and you're just all like smiling game, like you basically, but like it's like shut the fuck up, white man.
Basically we can't. Basically, they say black folks can't have fun when they're WWE champion.
How dare you?
Shut the fuck up.
All of them have to be like Mark Henry.
Kofi Kingston wasn't all serious on the road to fucking WrestleMania.
Not to mention, what about Mark Henry himself?
Yes,
the Hall of Pain. Oh, I love the Hall of Pain.
He was serious as champion, but let's not. I mean, he was also sexual chocolate. So like, being serious.
Shut the fuck up. That's why Jim Ross and the whole Attitude Era shit.
Booker T. Like, did Jim Ross say Booker T? No. Well, before I get to that, I was just saying, like, Booker T was a 5-time WCW champion, but he was also being GI Bro. So it's like,
oh yeah, that was a phase where he lost his naming right.
Fuck you, white people.
And I guess since we mentioned Booker T, I'll let you have it, Asia.
Okay. So we all know the Sasha situation, how she left, all that stuff. All okay, you know, everyone has had their think pieces, their opinions. Meanwhile, Sasha has not officially said anything on the fucking
The
situation.
only thing she said is for the dirt sheets to kiss her ass.
That's it mainly.
I mean, that's a nice booty to kiss, though.
It is.
She's just been MIA, like just been posting pictures of herself and Bailey. That's having vacations, all that. Why the hell has Booker T has gotten on his platform and basically pull a Steve what I'm gonna say he had
Steve Harvey.
a Steve
Steve
Harvey
Harvey.
to Monique moment. And what I mean by that is he's telling Sasha she need to just be humble, play the game, collect the money, and just that's it. That's what he's telling her.
I'm sorry.
Be humble and play the game. My left butt cheek.
I mean, the
So
fact that
I'm
he said
gonna-
it. The fact that he said it, I have to say it. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay.
So I'm gonna read what he officially said, and I'm gonna say how the fuck all this is fucking wrong. He said, "I don't write the script, and that's one of the reasons why I am here today. I never really cared about what the script was. Give it to me and let me go out and get it done. If it was something that I didn't disagree with, I was gonna go out there and get it done. If I had disagreed with it, I would have said, hey, I don't agree with this. Let's change this because I am not going in this way, and they would have changed it. And that's the way the business has been done with me. I can't say that with everybody, but with that, that's how it's done. I never looked at pro wrestling any other than being entertainment. I never looked at it like it was anything but storylines. I never looked at it as like it was anything but Shakespeare with Romeo and Juliet and Phantom of Opera, and I never looked at it any other than everyone's getting their ton. But I must say that Sasha Banks had a lot of success. How many women gets in the business with that never wins? Booker then brought up someone like Ember Moon. I don't have to say that Ember Moon, who has never gotten a title shot since joining the main roster, as someone who has a right to complain. But Banks has been at near the top of the women's division since the call up and has gotten more opportunities than most. I'm gonna have to hold that part in. I'm gonna tell you right now, Sasha Banks has the most life-changing moments since So Many has walked into this business. She has made and can be done anything that she wants as far as this business goes and what she has gotten from this business. So I don't understand. I can say that. I don't understand it. I don't understand a lot of the stuff that goes on these days.
So in other words,
different world. No, shut up. I'm not done.
Okay.
Right now, as far as pro wrestling business, hey, for me, it was all about money and taking care of my family and to create moments along the way and memories to be able to touch people and at the same time being able to change their lives. Okay. He is right in terms of Sasha Banks has accomplished a lot in her short career. He is right in terms of that. But just because she accomplished a lot, that does not take away from the fact that she has been unutilized, how she cannot successfully retain a women's title, how she has been booked as shit, how she barely was on pay-per-views in 2018, how she had to settle for the tag team division because she couldn't be on the top because of the Charlotte, the Alexis, the Ronda Rouseys, how she had to put over Charlotte and Alexa all the fucking time, how she has short fucking title reigns, how she is 0-4 at fucking WrestleMania, how her longest title reign is 49 days on the fucking main roster, how she played the fucking game for 4 fucking years, and how she couldn't even they didn't even turn her heel, how she never got the feud with Bailey, how she didn't even get the feud with Trish, how she's like all this stuff. You can say she has accomplished a lot compared to the other girls, compared to the Ember Moons, the Alicia Foxes, the Dana Brooks. But you can still say that she was wasted on the main roster.
I just want to say one thing, and then I'll let you have the rest of it. It's literally one question. Just because Booker T in your career, since this is the same guy that basically he saw the problem, but he didn't really do anything about it with WrestleMania 19, just because you didn't strive and fight for more. That doesn't mean that Sasha Banks shouldn't want more. Because you didn't want more doesn't mean someone like Sasha shouldn't.
No, because he settled for just having a title match. He settled for being on the WrestleMania card, and that was his mindset. That was his mindset and Mark Henry's mindset back then. Just being on WrestleMania, having a title match. He settled for that. But
And
it's a different time
and
now.
that's the difference from successful people, and that's the difference between good to great stars and then the biggest stars in the world.
He's
And that's the
settled.
difference. The
He's
biggest
settled.
stars like Hogan, Austin Rock, even Becky, they clamored for more all the time. CM Punk, he always wanted more.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. And I have this huge thread I did after after that whole thing with Booker T came out. So I was like, okay, let me go find the Ember Moon interview since he want to bring up fucking Ember Moon, who has she has not gotten a title opportunity on the main roster. I do wish she eventually does get an opportunity, but here's my point. So Ember Moon, like a couple of months ago in an interview, said, "So I'm a little more laid back. I have to be a lot more on the watchful side of things. But I always snap. I'm always there. Whenever I need to be, I'm there. So waiting, yes, but I'm very much so a hurry and wait for me. Alicia Fox, but I never complained about any of those things because in my head I'm like, well, it's okay, you know, a lot of fluffy content thinking. But you know what? Maybe it's not okay. But then it gets me upset and angry because I'm thinking, what would be my next chapter looking like? Is it going to be okay if I'm not putting food on my table or whatever, or giving that my career is at the control of somebody else's? When it came to her shit, not at all. There's really nothing that I feel I want or crave out of more than where I'm at. I'm just feel that insecure habit of comparing gets in my head, and I get to work and there's weighs on my shoulders, and I start feeling a little embarrassed. Dana Brooke, when I was told that my match isn't happening at that point in my time, I was just like, no, this place doesn't define me. I'm struggling with this. I want to go to prove to the world that they can't keep me down. I said, you know something? If I quit now, what kind of example am I going to be for everyone that followed me, who supported me, who's been my backbone throughout the entire time? Becky Lynch, after she turned the heel and went on that interview. But what does that mean when I haven't accomplished anything? I left there with one title while she had 7, maybe 8 if you include NXT. I'm supposed to be happy with that? That's not enough for me. This one, Emma. No, I wish I had more to say. I don't know if I guess there was an idea to it, and they kind of, and I kind of along the way and wasn't for me. That wasn't for me at all. I mean, I'm just not a diva, you know. I'm not that at all. I just wanted to wrestle. So I kind of realized that along the way of something like that, just let me be Emma and let me be myself, and we're able to bring that back around. My whole point with all these quotes from all these female wrestlers that I read is that they vocalized their issues with booking in interviews, and they always wanted more. But some of them, they vocalized that they wanted more too creative, and some of them just stay silent. They were just complacent, and they were just like, well, as long as I'm on TV, as long as I'm getting a shirt, as long as I'm getting this, like they were just fine with it. But they knew they wanted
I mean,
more.
I love you, Emma, but I wish I had more to say. Fucking say it.
Exactly. I cannot dare no more. Say it.
The Ember Moon one, she's following all the rules and she's fine with being there, but she's just gonna wait on her hands. And my point is, you should not just blindly follow this fucking company and thinking they're gonna like an opportunity is gonna fall in your lap. Because what if it doesn't fall in your lap? What? Because they're not gonna hand you. You have to go to creative. You have to. And vote your fucking opinion on maybe this is not. Why am I losing all the fucking time? Why am I losing in too many matches?
Like here's my stance. Here's my stance real quick. Like if you want to just like blindly follow it and you don't want to do anywhere in your career, that's fine. That's your prerogative. Fine. That's on you. But if you're someone like Booker T who did that, don't criticize someone else and try to shame someone else for not doing that, for not blindly going like with the grain, like Sasha Banks. She's going against the grain. She's going to Vince. Don't shame. No. Don't shame her for wanting to become a big star. Don't shame her for having the balls to do something about it, because that's what makes the biggest stars.
I find it funny that he's saying all that, but meanwhile, WrestleMania 19 fucking happened.
And apparently he was fine with it.
So he was complacent with that shit.
Yeah, he was fine with it. The Rock, on the other hand, was pissed. The Rock was the only one who was pissed off about it.
And doesn't that make sense? Because The Rock is the biggest fucking wrestling star on the goddamn planet. Of course, The Rock will be the one to have the balls to fucking say something. Because let's be real, if The Rock was just a blind sheep, not following, if he was a blind sheep, not following anyone, like just following what Vince told him, he would still be Rocky Maivia. And we know how Rocky Maivia was.
And then people like, oh, she has an attitude problem. That's part of the reason why she's not getting pushed. Okay. That don't mean shit. Because you can have the best attitude on that fucking roster and
still fall victim to the politics.
Hold up. I got a good example. Imagine if Steve Austin, when he was given the ringmaster, if he was just a yes man and he said, okay, I'll be the ringmaster. Imagine that.
That's stupid. Trying to correlate her having an attitude problem to her being booked like shit. You know who has who's rumored to have an attitude problem, but yet is one of the best female wrestlers on the fucking world, and people want to work with her left and fucking right?
Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa Blanchard.
And people will be like, oh, well, she's not in WWE. No, she's not in WWE right now because she's in other fucking promotions and she has enough time to get to WWE. But the point is that Tessa Blanchard, she was in the Mae Young Classic. She was in NXT. So what this whole idea of she has an attitude problem ever came up from? Oh, wait, I know where it came up from. It came from Dave Meltzer. And everyone want to believe that Dave Meltzer.
Did Steve Austin have attitude problems because he didn't want to be the ringmaster? Did Rocky Maivia had attitude problems?
You know who's probably like the nicest people on the main roster right now? Like Iconics, and they're getting booked like shit even as tag team champions. You know who just had a SmackDown Women's title reign and is probably the nicest person on that fucking women's roster? Asuka, and she got booked like shit on the main roster as champion. So stop with this whole attitude problem bullshit. You just afraid of Sasha Banks and Lio Rush knowing their fucking worth as black talent.
And let me clear this up.
But your fave, probably an Ember Moon on Alicia Fox, don't know their fucking worth and don't want to speak up because they want to just be they're okay blindly following.
Now let me bring this. Now, I'll give an example because now this doesn't mean you have to necessarily be an asshole in order to become a success. You just have to assert yourself. No, you just have to. Okay, go on.
Don't be an asshole. Just question.
Assert
why.
yourself.
Like,
know your worth.
You want to know who on the main roster they got on the main roster, and within like a few months, they did not want to job to John Cena. The Shield. The Shield did not want to job to John Cena when that was the plan. I think like around Elimination Chamber time.
And look where they are now. And look where they are
now.
And let's be real. The worst case scenario, if you have attitude problems, is a CM Punk.
Which, I mean, the CM Punk thing, like, he
still became one of the biggest stars in the industry.
No, it's easy to spin, Sasha Banks questioning booking into her having an attitude problem. It's easy to spin that because she's black. But yet, Naomi, earlier this fucking year, in the road to WrestleMania, after what happened with Asuka, she questioned and she was vocal about the booking of the SmackDown Women's Division and how they got screwed over, and everyone was calling her fucking names and saying that, oh, she's being selfish and all that fucking bullshit. It's easy.
Like, Becky, I have to bring it back to Becky Lynch because she did an interview with William Garcia, and I remember the biggest reason why she was not a success in 2016, 2017, she did not have the fucking confidence. She was basically...
Because she was apologetic.
She was apologetic
when she fucking got the title.
She didn't have the confidence. She basically was another yes man, a yes woman, basically being like, well, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to have the women's title. The difference between that Becky and Becky now, Becky is not content with just being... She's not even content with just being double champion, probably. Here's the thing. We'll get to it later, because apparently some people, X-Men, say that Becky Lynch has lost her motivation, but that's a whole other story for another day. But all I'm saying is, like, Becky Lynch, like, she got her opportunity in 2016, but she was just another cog in the machine. She was just happy to be there. And what happened? She jobbed to Alexa Bliss in the span of 2 months. She didn't have that attitude. She didn't have that, like, assertiveness to basically say, no, I am the fucking man. I am the best. I should be given all these shots. And look where she is now. She's the biggest star in the industry.
It's one of those things where everyone likes the idea of being champion. They don't like to be champion. They like the idea of being champion, and they don't want to go through the bullshit to get there.
Oh, it gets worse when you become when you become champion. That's when it gets started. That's when it starts getting hard.
Yeah, because then that's when you really have to deal with the politics.
No, because in that mindset that back then they didn't want to step on anyone's toes. They didn't want to upset anyone.
And I think the biggest reason is because the boss that they have is a fucking madman.
But here's the thing: it's changed. Like the wrestling industry has changed to the point in which you have competition.
Exactly.
You can WWE is not the end all be all.
I mean, now I'm not saying that's changed because we had Nitro, but the biggest thing now is the expansion of the internet, and that's the point where every single promotion has at least some kind of fan base. It is easier to find a fan base in today's age. Like you have, like PWG would not be like ECW was a freak accident. ECW was a freak accident. That's all I'm going to say right now.
Not to mention ECW was barely promoted.
Yeah. But now we have like 4.
And ECW was on national TV and they were barely promoted.
And also even before they got national TV, you know what they used to their power before any other company did?
The internet.
The internet. CyberSlam, Q&A, all that shit.
With its slow dial-up speeds.
Yes. But their fan base was so loyal, they were fine with it. They were fine with the slow bullshit. But yeah, now we have like 4 or 5 ECWs. Now we have you have AEW, you have Stardom, you have like all these, like you have New Japan, All Japan, Dragon Gate, you have Progress.
You have GCW as well.
Progress.
You have MLW.
You got, I mean, shout out to Brandon, fucking Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, whatever company does Bloodsport. Yeah, well, yeah, that is the thing. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Like,
yeah, I think Matt Riddle was the ones that had Bloodsport.
Yeah, Matt Riddle. Yeah. Obviously, he's not like in it now, but you know,
yeah,
right. But like, there's so many more places to go, and now, especially with the AEW thing, now that they have the big TV deal, I mean, they have to pay for their TV spots, but still, now that they have like basically the rich family. What's the family? The Knox.
It's the family that owns Jacksonville Jaguars, I think.
Yeah. So like now that the money's behind AEW, now a lot of these wrestlers are basically being like, okay, fuck you. Now we have, like, we don't have to settle for your bullshit because, hey, we can make just as much money and we can do something else over here. Like,
and I just find it funny that Booker T wanted to single out Sasha Banks of all, like not Luke Harper.
As if she's the only one.
Like here's the thing. You want to know a person who knew his work and got on the people's case and didn't take anything less as much as we don't like him? Brock Lesnar.
Exactly.
Yep.
Brock Lesnar is the smartest. Look, Brock Lesnar is
Brock Lesnar played the game right.
He might be the smartest businessman in the history of wrestling.
Yeah, like as much as we don't like Brock Lesnar, we can say he played the game right. I respect that, and I admire it for Brock Lesnar.
And you know what? Just like Leo Rush, he put his family before everything. And you know what?
Exactly.
Props. Like, I mean, I'm not going to defend, and at that point, I just blame Vince for being stupid enough to fucking fall for it. Like, at that point.
And again, with all this stuff going on with WWE backstage, gives me more reasons why I'm glad Dean Ambrose played these dudes like a fiddle.
And now we're getting Jon Moxley, and we could be getting the resurrection. Now he better. I mean, I've been very critical about Ambrose. If you've watched the podcast before, especially his last run, I'm
telling you, man, Dean Ambrose hoodwinked, bamboozled, led him astray, ran him amok, and flat out deceived him.
We will get to that later, but I want to get back to my fucking point.
Well, then get back. I'm just saying, it had a point with your point, but go ahead. Get back to your point.
You think Booker T talks about rainbows and gun drops about how black women should be complacent because wrestling is Shakespeare to him. Had his wrestling career at the top was 4 to 5 reign and didn't even exceed 3 months together. Why people should be on reality show exceed with one? Why had those people on reality show exceed with her 4 reigns with 1 title reign? That isn't a fucking problem. They put a title on Carmella in 1 reign, and no offense to her or Alexa, but you can't fucking look in the fucking mirror and tell me they deserve more or better than Sasha Banks. They went from we want Sasha Tance to Booker T himself saying she should be a top girl. Threw under the bus, called her the old car, and didn't run like it used to. Booker T said that now, today, you don't like that Sasha Banks value herself. It's so easy. If you want complacent, sign complacent people and let Sasha Banks go. You're the one making it a topic, refusing to let her go. Dirty stubbornness to understand, oh, well, this girl isn't complacent. We can mold her. So instead, release her and saving the press and reopening this topic. You want to keep her and force her to be complacent. And that's the thing. Booker T, Mark Henry, Ember Moon, Alicia Fox, whether y'all are good workers or not, y'all complacent as fuck. And yes, y'all are complacent. Y'all accept that shit and y'all blindly follow. And yes, I'm gonna turn this to a Iconics discussion because are they asking why they losing all the fucking time? Were they the ones fighting for the women's tag titles? Yes, I'm gonna turn to that discussion because y'all the tag champions right now. I am sick and tired of y'all trying to drag my fave through the fucking mud. Meanwhile, your faves like Emma that fucking left and the way they oh my god, Emma. Maybe Emma would have gotten more opportunities if that bitch did not steal. Maybe she would have. She stole that fucking phone. How you don't realize you stole a phone case, bitch? What the fuck?
Yes. Asia hates Emma now.
I don't hate Emma, but I'm just saying though, you've been out of WWE for 1 fucking year and you have done nothing of note. And the fact that she did not have like Leo's bag, like that too. So I'm just saying though.
But Leo Rush doubled down on the thing.
I'm just saying though, sis.
And we'll get to the Leo thing. And here's the thing: I'm behind Leo on this, but I as much as I'm kind of behind Leo Rush, I will say that was stupid to double down on that.
I'm just saying though, like.
Speaking of.
I'm just saying, y'all not gonna come for my fucking face because she knows fucking better. Meanwhile, y'all fucking face are fucking complacent and want to be fucking yes men and just wait for fucking opportunity, knowing damn well that you're not gonna get an opportunity just waiting. And even if you do get an opportunity, you're gonna be booked like shit. Fuck out of here. Because my fave deserves more and she knows her fucking worth. And she can go to AEW or she can go to fucking Stardom and be the biggest bitch on that fucking roster.
I mean, you're saying she's not going to AEW, right?
I mean, she's not, but I'm just saying. Stop interrupting me, bitch.
I was just asking you a question.
Shut the fuck up. My fave can do well the fuck she wants, and that fucking triggers all you bitches. That triggers all y'all. And she is the best women's wrestler on any fucking promotion. And y'all triggered by the fact that she knows that she can give your fave that tell me one time anyone in this fucking company has made her look good. Not her making them look good. They made her look good. I'll wait.
I don't want to interrupt you, so no.
Bitch, answer the fucking question.
Okay, I can't think of anyone, honestly.
Okay, then.
Maybe Oscar, but no, I can't even say that.
She is this revolution was built off her losing, off of her making history but coming up short. That was basically this whole revolution. Cause she made Charlotte, she made Becky, she made Alexa, she made all of them. Bitch, you shut the fuck up.
Didn't even say anything. I'll just mute.
She made all y'all faves look good, and they didn't give her the treatment. They didn't give her it in return. And y'all offended that she knows her fucking worth, and she took her ball and said fuck this shit, and she's tired of it. Meanwhile, y'all fave want to be fucking complacent and be like, maybe if I follow the rules and I color inside the fucking lines, and then maybe if I give the teacher the fucking apple, I'll get an entire opportunity in the near future. Meanwhile, y'all fave doesn't know how to get fucking over on their fucking own and don't know how to use fucking social media. Drew McIntyre. Meanwhile, you want to fucking complain about the fact that you don't have a fucking universal title opportunity yet. Maybe find a reason for fans to actually for you to get a reaction on fucking social media and fucking from the fucking crowds. Maybe you'll get something. Be interesting. Man, y'all face ain't worth shit. That ain't worth shit. And Booker T, let's be fucking real. You have no room to talk. Because didn't you try to stand up to TNA creative at one fucking point in your fucking career?
Did he?
Didn't you have a problem losing to Matt Morgan at one point in TNA? But yet he wants to fucking talk and question my faith. My faith, who is automatically a better wrestler than you on your worst day.
And Mark Henry.
Oh, Mark Henry. Yeah, we gotta get to your ass too, because you want to judge Leah Rush. You want to judge, and not only that, Booker T, you agreed. You were in a segment with Vincent McMahon.
Yeah.
He said the N-word. He said the N-word.
Yeah,
and you had no problem, from what I know, of saying no to that shit. All for cheap heat. If you don't sit your own ass down.
Which, first of all, fuck you, Vince. First of all.
You don't sit your own ass down, Booker T. Shut the fuck up. You got your Hall of Fame. And you want to collect the check, and you want to be an Uncle Tommy. You want to stand Vince. You want to tap dance for Vince. You want to tap dance for him. Sasha's not gonna tap dance for his ass. Shut the fuck up, bitch. And Mark Henry, I'm gonna get to your ass. Mark Henry, I'm grateful that you brought Bianca Belair here. I'm grateful for that, all that shit. I'm grateful for that. But you need to sit down too. How Leo Rush, he lied to me. He didn't tell me. Well, maybe there's a reason why he quote unquote lied to you, because you're now blasting him on the fucking podcast. He's not gonna trust your ass. You tell him he needs to settle and all that shit, and that he's spending all his Leo Rush is a married man with 2 kids. The money's gonna be gone. And then he's paying for his own expenses and all that shit. He's paying for his own expenses. So you're telling him what the fuck is, like, still it's that same, you have to play the game, you have to settle, you shouldn't want more, and all that fucking, like, shut the fuck, all these, like,
be a puppet,
basically. Shut the fuck up.
It's what CM Punk said in his promo. We're just another cog on the wheel, and the wheel's going to keep turning.
Just because your ass was a fucking puppet, but then you have a 24 special, Mark Henry, in which at one point in your career you were sick of being underappreciated and undermined by the fucking company, and you wanted more. And
yeah.
Tony Atlas too. Tony Atlas has something to say. I just find it funny. It's just all these.
Fuck Tony Atlas, dead ass.
Oh, fuck Tony Atlas.
All these old school black wrestlers from back in the day, they have a problem with the new generation black wrestlers.
Here's the thing, Asia. I'm gonna let you finish, but do not include Tony Atlas with Booker T and Mark Henry.
He has something to say, so I'm gonna include him. So
No.
I don't want to include him, so keep it hush.
No.
Shut
Booker and
the
Tony, Booker and
Let him
Mark Henry
talk.
were towing the company line. Tony Ellis was just out here cooning for no damn reason.
Yeah, he's not part of the company.
About my fave, so I'm gonna include him into it because he wouldn't say something. So
Well,
quiet.
I was just giving you the difference. I was giving you the
That's all
difference.
we're
Fucking
doing.
difference. He said something about my fave.
Well, I don't give a fuck if you don't give a fuck about my difference. How about that?
Mm.
All right then. So say what you got to say, and let's keep it pushing.
I'm tired of you black men. I'm tired of you black men.
We make your point. Make your point. Let's keep it pushing.
Make your point.
My point is that your faves, including yours, Drew, is complacent.
I never said Drew was my fave. I said Drew was my boy. I never said he was my fave. Thank you very much. So keep that loud. So keep that loud out your mouth. You keep that loud out your mouth, baby girl.
No, Jarvarus, guys, calm down. First of all, Jarvarus' fave is Tanahashi, right?
Exactly.
Yes, and secondly,
So you need to keep that loud. So you need to keep that loud out your mouth.
Guys, okay.
Weren't you caping for Drew all this fucking time at this fucking point?
I said Drew was my boy. Did I ever say he was my fave?
Hold up.
Did I ever say he was my fave? Did I ever say he was my fave though? Did I ever say he was my fave though?
Bitch.
Did I ever say he was my fave? Answer the question. Answer the question.
I'm just saying.
Answer the question.
I am answering the fucking
Guys,
question.
Because you know the answer is no.
Guys,
I am answering the
one of
question.
you
All your faves are fucking complacent, and my fave took her ball and fucking know her fucking worth.
Good. None of the people who are my favorites are complacent. Because only my guys are in the company.
ladies and gentlemen, we have a situation going on here. Just hold up a minute.
Line and how
there is no situation here. I'm just trying to make sure that she knows what she's talking about, so she ain't lying out here.
What the fuck I'm talking about?
Well then, don't be spreading lies out here.
I'm not spreading lies. Don't
you just said
don't
one.
Interrupt me.
I'm gonna interrupt you if you spread lies about me.
No.
I'm gonna interrupt you if you lying.
Be quiet.
If you lying, I'm gonna come out here and put the truth out.
We can't.
Tell me one time I said Drew McIntyre was my fave.
Can you just shut the fuck up?
Is this supposed to be like a conversation?
Can you stop lying?
Fuck up.
Can you stop lying?
This is supposed to be a conversation. This isn't supposed to be like I talk for 10 minutes and go on.
If you don't shut the fuck up, Cliff.
Exactly, Cliff. Hey, Cliff, man, stay out of this. Let me and Asia handle our business right now.
Okay.
Let me and Asia hash this out.
Say shit. I'm tired of you black men. I'm tired of you white men. This is why I'm gonna do my own thing.
Well, I'm tired of motherfuckers lying on me.
Okay.
Put some respect on my name.
I'm tired of your fave. I'm tired of Drew not having any fucking like.
Again, fam, tell me when I ever said Drew was my fave. That's all I'm asking. You tell me when I said Drew was my fave, I'll gladly shut up.
And it's not about fucking Drew. It's about fucking Sasha at the end of the fucking day, because he's not.
Okay, then we'll stop lying on. Stop lying on my. Okay, then Asia, stop lying on my name then, and talk about the Sasha situation. I will as soon as you stop lying on my name.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm taking this video down.
Stop lying on my name.
I'm taking this video down, by the way. I'm taking this video down. Let's keep going.
Oh no, man, keep it up. Cause this is what a family do. This is what families do, man. We fight. We have our little arguments, but at the end of the day, we still family.
That's good. That's good.
White people, I ain't got time for y'all black men trying to tell me what to fucking say and what to fucking do. Just like Booker T is trying to tell Sasha what the fuck.
Damn, when did I tell you what to say?
Fuck out of here.
We're just
Damn. When did I tell you what to say?
And Cliff, if you don't stop fucking laughing with your dumb ass, go fix your fucking teeth, bitch.
He's not Lars Sullivan. He has fine teeth.
I'm talking about you with your cavity ass.
Well, okay, I don't have fine teeth.
Oh damn, man, you got cavities, man. Hey, man, you want me to hook you up with my dentist?
He didn't want to brush his fucking teeth, dumb ass.
I do brush my teeth once, twice a day.
Yo, fam, you want me to hook you up with my dentist?
Times a fucking day.
And a floss. Huh.
Now you brushing your teeth since you have to go to the dentist.
I've been brushing my teeth once or twice. Maybe I should do it 3 times, but that's not the point.
So is now a bad time to tell you I'm going to go hang myself?
Yeah. Can I go with you?
Why? Because the black folks out here arguing?
Yes.
Why? Because that's the thing y'all white people do.
Damn.
Well,
I mean, all people hang themselves. Let's not be need to beat around the bush.
This is the part when the two people fight, see the two white boys, and then they join together and beat our ass. I mean,
Man, y'all fucking.
That does happen.
it does happen, yeah. When family fights and someone gets in the way, they're just like, okay.
Exactly.
My point is, my fave ain't fucking complacent. Meanwhile, you got the Drew McIntyres, you got the fucking Oscars, you got the Iconics, you got everyone else want to be fucking complacent. My fave ain't gonna play that fucking game anymore.
Well, this was fun.
This is fantastic.
This has been great.
This poop ain't fun anymore. Bitch.
Yeah,
Brush your fucking teeth.
I am.
MK11.
I will not. I will not, and neither will Jarvarus.
Fuck that game and fuck MK11.
Now you're just being triggered. Now you need to chill. Now you need to calm down.
You ain't gonna tell me shit.
Now you just being triggered for no reason.
Now you're just hating on something just to hate on. Just saying.
Bitch, next time respond to me, bitch.
I know. Well,
see, I told you that's why she hated that game. I told you.
See, that's Endgame. That wasn't MK11. That was Endgame. I understand the Endgame thing.
Next time, respond to her tweets.
Yes. That's my fault. I take full responsibility on that, but I will not take responsibility on MK11.
Fucking backwards.
I text you and I tell you I'm playing MK11. I'm always telling you I'm playing MK11.
Man, I hate you, man. I really do.
Oh, I hate me too. It's okay.
Not me. I love myself. I love myself every damn day and every night.
Well, I'm white, so I hate myself.
I'm white.
I look in the mirror, butt naked, and say, "God damn, you look amazing."
I picture as Lex Luger as the narcissist looking in the mirror, just being like, "Look at us."
You're damn right.
Yeah.
He's white. He hates himself. I'm white and goth. I hate and want to kill myself.
I'm not even. See, I hate myself. Brandon hates and wants to kill himself. He's the ultimate.
Boo-hoo.
Meanwhile, I'm just standing butt naked in the mirror, like,
Wait, you're butt naked?
Boo-hoo.
Wait, what? Never mind. Oh man. Yes, Lee Clark. Yes, Lee Clark. Yeah, Lee, it's safe to come back out. Don't worry, you're good. But the point is,
Yo, pussy the fuck up.
so the moral of the story is, stop hating on Sasha Banks if you're an old head fuck who's not in the business anymore. Maybe you don't know what it's like to be a success in 2019.
I hope none of y'all are complacent in y'all fucking lives.
That's right.
here's the
Cliff. At one point, you were.
here's the moral of the story.
I was. Okay, sorry.
On the real though, here's the moral of the story. Y'all niggas need to quit acting like WWE ain't no damn job, and y'all wouldn't do the same shit that Sasha doing.
Thank you. If you weren't getting a raise at your job and you knew you were the best at it, wouldn't you go up to the boss and say, "Hey, what the fuck's going on? I need to get
that's really trying to compare her to fucking Emma.
That's literally how I got my fucking raise. That's how I got everything I got in my job. I've gotten 2 promotions because I went up and said, "Fuck this, I need to get a fucking raise." And guess what? I got it.
You're gonna compare my fave to fucking Emma. Meanwhile, she's been out of WWE for more over a year now, and she's wasted half of her fucking career or half of her year to fucking Ring of Honor, and not only that, has not done anything of fucking note to grab anyone's fucking attention. Meanwhile, having a boring ass personality, boring ass fucking character. And meanwhile, Tessa Blanchard eclipsed her fucking ass. How you gonna compare my fave to her?
I mean, Tessa Blanchard. Let's be real. Tessa Blanchard eclipsed almost everyone. Almost everyone, not Sasha.
That ass. No one needs to go to. Everyone needs to stay far away from Ring of Honor.
Far away. Did you guys see
Emma?
Did you guys see how they did to Neil? Did you guys see how they did to Neil Dirty just recently?
They did her correct.
Oh no one deserves that.
I don't even know what they did.
Bully Ray attacked her backstage and put her through a table, and that was her exit.
That was her fault.
Oh hell no, that is dirty. Fuck Bubba Ray. Fuck Bully Ray.
See, that's too far. No.
That's funny. That's fucking funny.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Yes, it
Nah.
is.
I'd rather it would have been the Briscoes than the man who brought Velvet Sky into Ring of Honor.
Jarvarus, now I disagree with you. Fuck Jay Briscoe. Jay Briscoe
That's
an ass wipe.
Hey, I'd rather it be Jay Briscoe than the man that's banging Velvet Sky.
Jay Briscoe's a
That's fucking-
homophobic ass wipe.
Yeah, I don't mess with
Sorry.
that. I don't mess with that.
What
That's
Jay
fucking
Briscoe?
funny as fuck.
You're for
That's
obvious
funny.
reasons.
That's funny. Oh god. That's funny.
How is that funny? What sort of comedic value are you getting with that?
That's what I saw. I heard nothing funny.
Nothing funny about this.
I'm waiting for the joke.
That's the joke. Emma's the joke.
But Asia does. I'm
That's
pretty
not
sure
funny.
I'm pretty sure Asia does laugh at babies getting murdered. So it's fine. It is what it is.
Well, I just mean like if you're the only one laughing at
I
your
don't
own
know. I'm
joke,
not
is it funny? Like if you're the only one laughing at your own joke.
Okay, it
No.
was not meant to be funny. It was not
You
even meant.
are a sick fuck. Then again, you are a white man, and you know all that fucking.
I'm a sick fuck.
Yes, you're a sick fuck.
I mean, yes, I am a sick fuck, but I'm not that sick. I'm
fact
not gonna
that
laugh at like Emma's career in Ring of Honor ending due to Bully Ray.
Yes, that is funny.
That's sick, and you know
That's
Ring of
depressing.
Honor for you. That's Ring of Honor for you. And what you expect?
Ring of Honor is the worst. Why is it so
Boo-hoo.
promoted?
Boo.
Delirious.
Boo hoo.
Hilarious sucks.
Boo
God, he
hoo.
sucks. Speaking of
Boo.
speaking of promotions that suck now, Lucha Underground's basically dead.
Yay!
Which the thing is, they never really sucked. They just died.
Oh no, they were great. It's just that they died.
No, they were great. It's just the fact that they had two shitty companies that they were working for.
Fuck El Rey.
Again, that's their fault.
That is their fault.
Yeah,
Like, do not like AAA and El Rey are just two. There are two things you do not want to associate with. And that's why I kind of side eye. That's why I side eye AEW because they're siding with AAA, and I'm like, ugh.
That's on them. I'm not gonna feel sorry for Lucha Underground. Boo hoo. Y'all, it's bad enough y'all spend like almost a year being away every other season, all that fucking bullshit.
I mean,
then like y'all get on to WWE and how they have like these bad contracts and which
yeah,
that is
we talk about WWE holding people hostage. Oh,
yeah,
Ooh.
Lucha Underground, they do practically even worse with their situation because you have to wait. You like the seasons alone take a long time, and then they be on break for like a fucking year. So that's already like 2 to 3 fucking years, and then you signed it like probably for season 4 or season 5, and you don't even know when season 5 coming back. So it's like all this fucking shit. It's like.
Like, I can't really put that on Lucha. I really put that on AAA with the contracts, honestly.
Again, but that comes back to Lucha Underground because they
chose to associate and work with them.
Exactly. So again, it's on them.
Yeah, but I say the contract thing is more just AAA being pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Wrestling is some beautiful nonsense.
it is some beautiful nonsense.
It's beautiful, dumb, depressing, great.
It runs the gambit of emotions.
Speaking of the tapings, by the way, since we talked about the tapings earlier, there was a certain duo wasn't on the tapings.
Yep,
But they
shit.
They weren't on Raw.
They were on main event.
They were on main event.
They were on SmackDown, irritating me to my very existence.
Now, Asia, let's be real. They were not only on main event; they were the main event on main event. They main evented the show.
Oh my god!
It's like,
oh my god! And you know what's even better? They actually got their first win.
they won. Oh, like prestigious. This is a miracle.
Oh my god!
Their careers are going so far up from this. Who are the legends that they beat?
Tamina and Alicia Fox.
Oh my god, dude, this is the biggest win of their careers. This is amazing.
Okay, guys, the sarcasm is making me violent.
Oh my god!
Let's keep going then.
The sarcasm is pissing me off. Stop it.
It's so iconic.
It's almost like it's.
No, seriously, can we stop with the sarcasm here? It is really making me sick.
Then let me make you sick anymore. I
Iconic.
I will kill the both of you.
We did it,
Bitch.
Asia.
And God himself will not find your bodies when I'm done with them.
Asia, let's point at each other like the iconics.
You gotta be joking me.
You gotta be joking me.
I will kill the both of you.
Bitch, I got my mama on speed dial.
I'm
Do
sorry,
you
we're-
want me to fuck you the fuck up?
Bitch, do you know how many people? Asia, do you know how many people I know in Tuscaloosa?
Dude,
Bitch, do you know?
You will go. You will go. You and your family will go missing.
you not know Jarvarus?
I'll be like T. I'll be up there, duct taped your whole house. Never, you know what? Never mind.
Bitch,
I'll fuck.
fuck
See, no.
T.I.
See, I'll fuck with Jarvarus, but I know his connections. Like, dude, his cousin nearly goddamn murdered him.
And did you hear my mama that one time doing
Yes, I
Pussy's
did.
break?
Yes, I did. It
Do
was
you want
horrifying.
to fuck with her?
No, I do not actually. But
Yes, I want all of the smoke.
No,
Give
you
me
do
the
not.
smoke.
I'm saying this for your own safety. No, you don't.
You don't want that smoke.
This is clearly for your own safety. Don't fuck with her.
I'm just saying. I know plenty of people in Tuscaloosa that had to go missing. I'm just saying.
And I know my mama. She will fight you to the end of God.
You think Asia's bad? No.
You think I'm bad?
You act like. I'm just saying. I got baseball bats for days, so I got time.
Baseball bats, nothing compared to. Well, no. You're the one that threw the chair. What did it? No, never mind. I don't know where you're going.
Yeah, I threw my chair at the brother. And
Good. Fuck him.
I gave a concussion. And we're now now. And he's about to graduate.
I really don't understand your guys' relationship.
Look, okay.
It defies logic.
Look, I mean,
brother, she didn't throw a chair at me, not yet.
I will.
I know. I know. Well, I have a chair to block it, so don't worry, it's fine.
You guys argue, you bicker, you make up, you bang, you do this. It's a cycle of rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Brandon, spoilers. Yeah.
Brandon, it was your problem. You actually thought when it came to this.
Don't.
I didn't. I knew thinking about it would make my head hurt, so I said, "Fuck it."
Are you guys into like some weird BDSM type stuff? I could see it.
Look. The point is,
Dude, stop.
The point is, yeah, thank you. The point is,
the Iconics are jokes as fucking tag champions. They have not showed up to the NXT taping. They were on main event. They're losing left and right, and people said that they deserve better when actually they don't. Just because they have the new tag titles on them, that doesn't mean shit.
What have they done? What name me a great match or great promo since they won the titles?
Those 4 tag team titles are the victims here.
Dude, them on commentary. I mean, I put it on mute. I'm sure Jarvarus put it on mute.
I did not listen to it.
Jarvarus, you didn't have the misfortune of listening to it, did you?
I listened to some of it, and my God, they became the bane of my existence.
You couldn't press the mute button fast enough, basically.
If anything, I was paying attention to Kyrie and Asuka, and that one chick who was their opponent, who she was black, and I was like, "Who the fuck are you? I'm interested in who you is." That's what I was paying. I did not pay attention to the fucking tag team champions.
This is it's just and now they're on main event. Which
and by the way, guys, I'm just gonna put this in perspective. There are now 3 official matches for Money in the Bank for the women. 4 counting the women's tag team titles, which means we're not going to get 4 women's matches on that main card, which means one of those matches is going to be bumped to the pre-show, which means that women's tag titles going to be on the pre-show. They go from the main card of WrestleMania to now on the next pay-per-view on the pre-show of Money in the Bank.
They went from having the possibility of main eventing a takeover against Kyrie and Io to being on the pre-show.
Woo! That's funny!
Again, that is very depressing.
Again, Asia has a very dark sense of humor.
That's funny as fuck. Oh my God, that pretty much shows you how pathetic the Iconics are.
Isn't it
You
amazing?
you say it was funny. I say it's depressing.
Hey, who has the darkest sense of humor, Asia or Brandon? Because I know Brandon has a really dark sense of
Me.
humor.
Asia.
Oh,
Me.
okay.
Me.
Because I at least have a limit. And not to mention, my dark sense of humor is more self-deprecation than anything else.
It's very
this
dark
is just-
self-deprecation, but it is self-deprecation.
This is just more funny because everyone kept saying that hated Sasha and Bailey being tag champions, that they should have been the Iconics because they're a real team.
Oh my god! Mia Yim answered my question. Who gave her the hardest chop ever? She said Matt Riddle gave Mia Yim the hardest chops ever, apparently.
I could say it.
Yeah, because she did have that match with Matt Riddle.
Yes, she did. It was amazing. So thank you, Mia. You're the best. Sorry.
See now that one is my fave.
Yeah.
You just gonna interrupt me because you're Mia Love? Man.
You're damn right. Waifu over everything, damn it. It's time you knew that. It's time you learned.
And she's gonna lose in like a good 5 days.
I mean, you're probably.
Oh well, at least I'll get to see her.
Exactly. Yeah, she will lose. And hey, we'll see.
I don't give a damn. I still get to see my waifu on television.
At least we get to feud, which is awesome.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, it's just amazing. That it's just like, guys, y'all really thought that they're gonna be booked as like strong champions? No, they're a joke going into those belts, and they're gonna be a joke without those. And what really pissed me the fuck off about this too is that, what is that noise?
Oh no, that was me. I was yawning. My bad.
Is that these two supposedly, according to them, they were working so hard for these women tag titles that was their dream since they were 14 and all this shit, right? And so you finally get out of catering, right? And you get in a Mania match. You had this opportunity to showcase yourself. And you get in a match with Naomi. And you get in a match with Kyrie and Asuka. And y'all, every opportunity y'all have gotten, y'all have not capitalized and showed to me that you should be women's tag champions. Again, I would give them credit if they actually were doing that and showcase to me that they deserve to be champions. Regardless if they were winning or losing, that doesn't matter. The fact that you should be, and even in short matches, you should be able to showcase to me that those belts do deserve to be on you. And Sasha and Bailey did pass the torch to y'all. But they have not. They haven't done that. And they have not grabbed onto it. It's like that again. They're complacent. That they finally got the belts. And let's be real. When they lose those belts, more likely they're going back to catering. So why don't y'all grab onto this opportunity? That's the most frustrating thing when it comes to these two. And everyone keeps using that comedic wrestling excuse. Like, no, it's not comedy. This is not comedy.
That's not comedy. That's irritation.
That's dumb.
Joey Ryan is comedy.
And then that Iconics fan got mad at me because I kept making fun of them not being on the tapings and them being on main event. I'm like, okay, maybe tell your fade to step the fuck up, and maybe I don't have to drag the shit out of them every chance I fucking get.
I think the WWE thinks they're like the new Day, but instead they're the new Vicky Guerrero. And even then, Vicky Guerrero.
Oh no! Hold on. We ain't finna insult Eddie's widow like that.
I'm gonna say even then, Vicky Guerrero was at least an effective heel.
The New Day, they were funny outside the ring, inside the ring, but they were still entertaining and still put on good matches.
And at least Vicky Guerrero got the right kind of heat and was effective as a heel.
Right.
I only say Vicky because of just the irritation factor. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Right.
But still,
yeah, Vicky's a much better heel. Don't worry, Jarvarus. I'm not. Yeah, no.
They suck.
Yeah, they do.
They suck. That it's like the Alexa Bliss syndrome, or like we get mediocre talent after mediocre talent as champion. Alexa Bliss, then Nia Jax. I understand Ronda Rousey to a fucking degree. Now you got the Iconics.
Was even Lay Cool better?
Yes.
Oh man.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh,
and like Cole's fucking in defense, they did not have the fucking independents. They just slowly grew into their own. They came through the diva search. The Bella twins. Again, they did not have the independence. They grew into the fucking own until now. They got their fucking reality TV shows. They have underrated matches. They were good in-ring workers. The Iconics, they still have no fucking excuse. So why is everyone trying to defend them?
Because people like to live vicariously through people who were like them, mediocre.
Bull fucking shit.
Hey man, I was just giving you a damn answer.
Right? Yes, I understand the answer, but I'm just saying it's bullshit because everyone's looking at the fact that they're getting booked bad, but they're not looking at the fact that they're bad in-ring workers. And yes, I'm gonna be more critical of them because they are the tag champions. And if you can't have a good fucking match with Kai and Asuka, that's gonna be the real conversation. Y'all got to wait the fuck up on these fucking two. But yet the certain audience wanted to judge the Bellas for the fucking longest time, saying that they didn't deserve to be at Evolution facing Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's title in the fucking main event. That Nikki Bella didn't deserve to be the longest reigning Divas champion.
Which, speaking of Nikki Bella, Asia, I told you, in my opinion, I think Nikki had the longest and most important reign with that title.
Yes.
I still have not watched their podcast yet.
You have to watch this fucking.
It's good.
I was gonna do it last night, but I was tired from work and I just fucking fell asleep.
Asia, I think it's that time. Should we talk about the Bellas podcast?
Okay, we talk about the Bellas.
Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Bellas podcast.
Do you care if is it okay with you guys if I handle the Sonya thing?
Well, because you listened to it too, didn't you, Brandon?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll basically give this to Jarvarus as like a advertisement for the podcast. We already told you about the Bella Brains thing.
Yep.
We already told you about the Bella Brains thing where Nikki and Brie did not know anything.
God, I did not know they were that dumb.
So
how many plants there are? 50, 20, 10,
50. 50.
Oh!
Let me explain it. Bella Brains is basically a 3-question the 3 questions that are given to Nikki and Brie. They're the same questions. Whoever gets the most right wins. And if it's a tie, they go to a tiebreaker question. It's Dana Bryan hosts this. This poor fuck who is so intelligent, so smart, he's the most patient man on earth because this man, I'm just going to give you some examples. This man asked how many planets are in our solar system. Okay, obviously 8, right? Since Pluto, when did Pluto get taken off as a planet?
Like 2012, 2014, somewhere around that time.
Yeah, I think it might have been 2012.
Okay, yeah. So it used to be 9, it was 8. The first guess I think was 5, and then it was 20, and then Brie Bella said there are 50 planets in the solar system, including the sun.
Lord, help these foolish women.
And at this point, this is just a sample taste. This wasn't even on this podcast. On this podcast, okay. So, actually, I'll let you give the questions, Adrian. The first question, I believe, was
let me just tell you what was the theme of this
grammar.
This grammar.
So I remember the second and third question. What was the first question?
Wasn't it what was the name of the opposite of? It was like
the name of the opposite of a word that means the same. Like synonym. What's the opposite of synonym?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's an antonym, right?
Yes.
We all know this, right?
Yes.
What were some of their answers?
I forgot what was one. I know they both got
metaphor. I know one of them was metaphor.
Oh yeah, metaphor.
Metaphor. Amazing.
At this point, Brie. At this point, before the last episode, Nikki was 5 to 0. Brie was done. It was over. She got clean sweeped. She has not gotten one win until the last episode.
I'm just gonna type it in the chat. How many planets are on the solar system? Brie, 50.
What is the name of the solar system? Earth.
It's the name of a candy bar, and then she says Earth. Apparently,
No,
then the
no,
Earth
that's
can
the
be
no. That's the Milky Way. The name of the solar system is the solar system.
Oh no, yeah, because then they asked her what the name of the galaxy was. Yeah.
Yes.
What do you call the three dots at the end of a sentence when you trail off?
She said, etc.
Yeah, etc. Eclipse. Oh no. Dana Bryan said it sounds like eclipse.
Yes.
Yeah, it's ellipses, obviously. Oh no, I think Nikki just said ...
Dot. Because that's what they.
That's what it's called.
That's what they say. Dot. I'm like,
amazing. The second question was like, what are the 5 like primary like asking words like what are they called?
Which
Like,
is
who, what, when, where, why.
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, like that. And I think I don't think either of them got it.
No, they got them.
No.
Oh.
They did get it. They both got it.
Oh, they both got that one. Okay, thank God.
It's good to see they're not complete idiots.
Not complete idiots. That's good. But yeah, and then they talked about Bush or no Bush. To talk.
No, we're not diving to that conversation.
Yeah, we'll just let you think about that. They brought in Carmella to called Kill the Rumor, and it's the rumor that I remember this rumor. Apparently, after Carmella won the title, there was a rumor that she was dating Cena because she won the title. Of course, she's dating Cena. And of course, that was pretty.
Because her and Cena was living in like they were both in Tampa, so people were like, "Oh, she's dating Cena." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, like
So
losing it.
that was fucking dumb. And so she talked about the whole Corey Graves situation. She's like, "I never wrecked a married man's like a married couple's home or anything like that.
And
There's
then
3
this-
sides."
And then this T said, and I'll talk about the rest on Total Divas.
Yes, because of course you gotta do the.
You gotta
lead
promote
to
that
Total
show.
Divas.
You gotta promote that show.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an experience. I will definitely say. And then the
Again.
best, I will say, and I'll let Brandon talk about this. The best part to me, as great as the oh my gosh, the Bella experience was, Sonya Deville. The interview with Sonya Deville. I love Sonya.
Which let me just say, the only complaint I had about the Bell's Cause.
Yeah, I'll let you have all of this.
The only complaint I had about that episode, it wasn't longer.
Yeah, it wasn't even an hour.
It was only like 52 minutes.
Yeah, it's a short
It's
listen.
amazing.
And it doesn't even feel like 50 minutes. It feels like 50 planets, but it doesn't feel like 50 minutes. It's good.
Shut up.
But yeah, I want you to talk about the Sonya thing.
But no, they have Sonya on there, and they talk about a few different things. They talk about her Sonya's love of donuts, which if you haven't gone to Sonya Deville's YouTube channel, that's under her real name, Daria Baronato.
And Mandy Rose's YouTube channel about donuts. It's amazing.
It's great.
It's the best thing.
It's the best.
And then they talked, and this story is hilarious. So basically, I think it was a housewarming party, and Sonya was to go to this housewarming party, and she doesn't care for dresses. Sonya straight up said she does not care for dresses. But she wanted to look nice, or she was talked into wearing a dress. So she buys this dress, this like really kind of like cheaply made like goth dress. So she doesn't have any shoes. Where does she go to buy shoes?
The sex shop.
Yeah, the sex shop. Stripper gets stripper shoes.
Yeah, and so at this party, because I guess she can't walk in heels.
She never felt less sexy in her life. That's basically
Right.
what she said.
And so she basically had a meltdown and just said she would never wear anything like that again. And it basically devolved into Sonya talking about wanting to feel comfortable in her own skin and how she feels comfortable in her own skin now. And it was a lot of her just explaining that she always knew she was gay, but she never like openly had those thoughts because she had convinced herself because she wasn't comfortable with the idea, but now she is more comfortable with like being herself and like being in her own skin.
It's an amazing listen. It's a great interview. I already liked Sonya, and this just like like sealed it for me. Like she just seems like a really chill person, just like really down to earth. Like you just want her to succeed. I want her to succeed. Like she's so good and like the Bellas barely said anything. Like they just let Sonya have most of the thing. Like it was a great interview.
Which I think this also speaks to Sonya as a person, as kind of like she has this effect on people. Is like I wouldn't care for Mandy by herself, but when Sonya's with her, I'm cool with Mandy.
Right.
Damn. Yeah. And meanwhile, I'm just like, get away from Mandy. You're so much better than us.
Right. Yes. So number one, listen to the Bells podcast because actually,
it's much better than Total Bellas. Don't worry.
Oh yes.
And Total Divas. It's a good thing to listen to after work and just chill out, especially if you love making fun of the Bellas voice like me. It's just like listening to oh my gosh for like 50 minutes. It's the best.
Dude, the Bellas on this episode were on some like hippie like.
You know what, the Bellas are so charismatic and people don't give them credit. They actually are charismatic. I'm sorry. Like the fact that like I always quote Nikki Bella, like I always quote her with the oh my gosh, I'm the one with the hat. Like they have more personality than like 70-80% of the roster. I'm going there.
Oh wow.
And apparently, Birdie Joe apparently likes to find Easter eggs, not necessarily for what's in them, just to find eggs.
Adult Easter egg. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but
I ain't down with that. But you do you.
You do you. I probably would go shopping and drink wine and slut shame someone.
I would just eat, drink soda, and play MK11. All that stuff.
So yeah, that's the Bells podcast. Going to Sonya. Sonya sis made a controversial decision on Tuesday on SmackDown by giving her because it was Mandy Rose, Sonya. They were backstage. And Mandy was like, "Hey, one of us had to get a title opportunity, an opportunity at Money in the Bank." Mandy
was trying to guilt Sonya into having her give because she was like, you should take it. You're probably the better one. I don't think I can. And Sonya was like, okay, I see what you're doing. You're trying to guilt me into giving you the spot. And then she gave her the spot.
Which, in this segment alone, was like, what the fuck, man? Like Sonya. But if you go back to the history at Fastlane, it sort of makes sense why, because Sonya cost Mandy a title opportunity.
And then Mandy cost Sonya her match.
Right.
That's good, but,
Right. But still, Sonya was the one that cost Mandy first. So.
And on the big match, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe Sonya still feels guilty over that. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like again, I'm wondering where this is going. Is like, how is this going to play out? Because it has to be going somewhere. Like,
maybe it'll lead to them having a feud at SummerSlam. I don't know.
My issue.
It can work.
My issue with it was they should have just had a match. Like, you just made Sonya look like one of the dumbest baby faces, just giving her friend a type, like not even fighting for it, really. Like, I get it, like she's making up for what happened at Fastlane, but still, you should at least fought for it.
Like, they want to slow burn it because I feel like I think the fans are starting to care, but like, you can tell the fans haven't really been invested into this story. But I think like if she turns on her maybe like a month or two, if they still keep going the story, I think it could get a big pop.
Right.
Like it could be a big story. Now the matches between Mandy and Sonya, I'm not putting it against Sonya in any way. I'm just saying Mandy. We saw her against Asuka. She's not ready.
Yeah, she's not ready.
Like, so I'm not giving that. I'm not giving that to Sonya. Sonya's fine in the ring. She had a match, Shirai that was not as good as I was expecting it to be, but I think like it was just bad chemistry. Sonya beat Io Shirai, by the way. That just shocked me. Like that was. I mean,
I kind of wasn't shocked by it because Worlds Collide isn't really canon.
Well, yeah, I know, but even then, like, it's just kind of weird seeing like, it's just kind of weird saying it, but like, especially with Io being like the one going after Shayna, but like you said, it's not canon. And it was nice for a little rub to give to Sonya,
The one thing I'll say, if the Mandy Sonya feud does come to pass, don't be cheap with it. Don't have Mandy call Sonya a dyke or something like that.
No.
No, they're not gonna do that. They're not that
I
stupid.
wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't think they would do
I
that.
don't think they would do that.
No, they.
They probably would allude to like, hey, you don't have the look that I do. That I'm a blonde and
Or maybe Mandy will think like, oh, like it's almost like you're obsessed with me or something like that, or something like that. They'll probably allude to it.
They'll allude to like Sonya is not like the female that everyone like that the men would want.
Yeah, I can see them doing something like that, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna go full on like what you said.
And then we also get to Becky Lynch versus Bailey.
Oh yes, this should have main evented.
It should have main event.
Fuckers, but still, we got a match. It was great. It was as good as I thought it was gonna be. Just the chain wrestling, the technical wrestling. Of course, people were like, "Oh, it sucks because they're not flippy shit." Well, that's fuck you. It was a very short match. I wanted to go like maybe 5 minutes longer, but it was good. Like the storytelling was perfect. Becky worked over the leg the whole time, or Becky worked over the arm. Becky was limping on her leg at one point, but then she like so I don't know what happened there.
I think it was more of like trying to lure in Bailey.
Oh yeah, because then she immediately got into a roll up. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, a little bit heelish, and also her ring introduction was a little bit heelish. They announced all of her accolades and then said Becky Lynch, and then her music played. So basically, what they do for Baron Corbin. So
I think that was more of they trying to drive it home that Ronda Rousey is not coming back.
Okay, should they keep it? Because I don't think they should.
No, they should not keep it.
Yeah, I think it's because it sounds narcissistic. It sounds like it's a heelish thing.
Right.
Which, I mean, between the two of them, it would make more sense that you're going to have Becky be the bully here. So,
also, it just ruins the pop too. Like it ruins the pop because when Becky's music hits, then they can pop. But when you do the whole introduction, they're like, "Yay!" And then the music comes out, they're like, "Yay!" Like just, this is not good. But yeah, and then the Roman Reigns thing.
Right.
Like the thing that was built, that the whole show was built around, was just. And I will say, Roman Reigns did everything he could to make that match great. He did this amazing spot, by the way.
Drop, but with the DDT.
It was fucking great. It was fucking great. But I mean, it does say something when that was the lowest rating SmackDown got, and it was built around Roman.
My thing was that it was just too long. That was my thing.
Yeah, the match was way too long,
Like,
and it's the B team, for God's sakes.
You could have just gave some of that time to like the Becky Bailey.
Yeah, that match, dude. There's no reason why the Roman Reigns B team match should have gone longer than Becky Bailey.
I get it. It's a handicap match and all that stuff, but it's fucking Roman Reigns.
It's Roman.
My thing is, this is the B team who locked into beating Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. How the hell am I supposed to believe that they're supposed to be capable enough to beat Roman freaking Reigns?
Even in handicap match form.
Exactly. It's like, bro, like honestly, when the bell rung, I expected Roman to get a Superman punch off and spear, and that was it.
Right. That's all I should have done.
Like, I get what they're doing. They're trying to give Roman sympathy and all that, but still, like.
I'm pretty sure if Sheamus wasn't injured, they would have had the bar be in that place.
Yeah,
because Sheamus still has the. No, because remember, Cesaro's on Raw now.
Oh yeah. Well, I think maybe that's the reason why they moved. I don't know. But like, it just seems like a place that would have been perfect for the bar because they did.
It just like. I'm just glad that Roman he's getting over, getting cheered, like all that stuff. But
right,
it's just kind of like.
And after he got the pin, the first thing he did was check on the ref because he was out. He was like, "Hey man, you all right?" Like just Roman's he's so great.
See, Roman is so unproblematic.
Yes. Die, Jack. But anyways.
He's problematic, trying to say he took steroids and all this fucking shit and said all this stuff.
And no, he doesn't look like a pedophile with wet hair, John Oliver. But anyways, that was SmackDown.
Yep.
It got the lowest rating in SmackDown history, I think.
Yes, it. No, not the lowest rating, but it was like yeah, pretty bad.
It was one of, I think.
One of, definitely, yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah, man, not really a good week for WWE, honestly.
I think we got to talk about one more thing, and then we'll end here. And it's 3 simple letters: MOX.
Oh. Oh, so we talking about how WWE got hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Exactly. Dude, this video, 2 weeks later, 2 weeks after he's released, and this man said he is done with wrestling. He is going to retire. I remember at a live show, they were chanting AEW, and Dean nodded his head like, nah, I ain't doing that. You liar.
Yo, WWE got played like a fiddle, and they deserve it.
It's a damn shame no one's ever going to be able to get away with this again. But,
Hell no. Ain't nobody going to be able to pull this no more.
John, you're a genius. And I've been very critical of Dean Ambrose. I feel like, he hasn't been trying the past 6-7 months, and I've been very critical of that. Like, the last promo he cut on his last night was the best promo he might have cut in the whole company because he actually tried. And this, just to think that we might be getting the old Moxley back, brings warmth to my heart. Because John Moxley is incredible. He's incredibly talented. He's awesome. And this video got more. This video legitimately first of all, John Moxley tweeted. Holy shit! First of all, first time he's tweeted in forever.
Which I don't know if you guys don't. If you guys don't know about Dean Ambroson's social media, the man doesn't either.
He is non-existent.
Yeah, he is literally non-existent on social media.
His only tweet was like, well, like they made me go to Twitter, so here it is, I guess. And then he never tweeted again. But yeah, this video came out and it got more views than the entire episode of SmackDown.
And it's a really well done video too.
It's really well done, and it makes you think this can't be just some rinky-dinky indie promotion doing it, right?
Hell no.
He threw up the 2 guys. That means double or nothing.
This has to be someone with some money behind it. Someone with some quality. And this had it. This was great. He's breaking out from jail, the WWE jail. And they literally had a big dog, a hound, chasing him, which I don't know if that was a shot at Roman, but...
I don't think it was a shot at Roman. I think it represented Roman. Like, I think that dog represented Roman trying to get him to stay.
Or basically, like, it's the company releasing the hounds, basically saying, Seth, Roman, do whatever you can to get him back in the company. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not a shot at Roman, it's a shot at them, basically using the Shield as, like, a way to be like...
As a way to keep Ambrose in WWE.
Exactly. But he escaped, he walked down the street, got some Moxley vibes, and then wrapped the barbed wire around his hand, and it was bleeding, and he had that fucking smirk on his face that I'm very familiar with. And, dude.
Honestly, what I'm thinking... he might go to AEW, he might go to... I'm honestly thinking, though, like with Pac going back to Draggate, he'll go back to his old stomach.
No. First of all, he has a new Instagram, and he follows 3 accounts: Renee Young, AEW, and wait for it, Brandon, CZW.
Makes all the sense of the world.
He follows CZW.
Well, here's the thing, though. Really enough, like I think he might go to New Japan.
Right. Speaking of which, New Japan also had a vignette that just came out about someone probably about to murder Juice Robinson.
And that's why I think it might have been Ambrose.
You think that's Moxley?
I think so. Because think about it. Like Moxley does do that violent type of shit, like with the knives and the glass breaking, like shit like that. Like
he's in a bar. Like
it might have been. I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out to be Moxley. I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be the swerve of the century, dude. Like, and because I can't think of anyone else that it could be.
Like I joked with Asia, said, hey, it might have been Todd Dillinger, but Asia immediately dismissed that.
No, he's going to AEW.
yeah, that boy's AEW.
Me and Cody are
bust.
too close, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking with Mox. I'm thinking he'll probably go back to CZW since that was his old stomping ground.
His
It makes
roots,
sense.
his roots, man.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the first company. Like,
Well,
this is
that
where,
was
he was where he basically made a name for himself. Like, yeah, CZW.
That's the thing. He can possibly do both AEW and CZW shit at the same time.
Isn't there like isn't AEW and or New Japan trying to work out an agreement to where they work together?
They tried to, but I think I heard like in the end they sell keeping the relationship with Ring of Honor.
Okay. Well, New Japan.
Dang, New Japan.
New Japan.
I know, Brendan. I was upset. I was like, bro, y'all, why?
I know.
What does Ring of Honor do you?
I know AEW hasn't started yet, but they already have more legitimacy than Ring of Honor, just due to the fact that they're not Ring of Honor. Okay.
I mean, granted, Triple
Like the only good thing that Ring of Honor has is Jeff Cobb, and they already took the never openweight title off him and put him on Tai Chi.
I mean, granted, working with AAA isn't great, but
Right. But yeah, like that would be amazing. That would be sort of the like. I mean, we'll find out. That would fucking be insane, and that would definitely bring people's eyes back to New Japan because I feel like New Japan people are still into New Japan, but it's not like how it was last year or even the year before. Like ever since Kenny and the Bucks left and all that shit.
so
Like,
I'm thinking.
I mean, I feel like the quality's been good. It's just that not as many people have been like paying attention to it.
So I'm thinking with Mox real quick. I think the top 3 companies he'll go to: AEW, CZW for obvious reasons, and GCW. The reason I say GCW is because they are not afraid to book any type of show.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. And here's the thing.
Because they book Bloodsport but they've also booked like stuff like Joey Janela's Spring Break.
Yeah, it's true. And here's the thing: if he goes to AEW, there's only one opponent he needs to wrestle: Jimmy fucking Havoc.
And so about GCW, they're not afraid to put on death matches. And
Right.
guess who their champion is?
Oh God, wait, isn't it? No, I don't remember.
It's Nick Gage.
Jeez. Oh yeah, you're right. Fuck me. Yeah, that would fit. I mean, Nick Gage and John Moxley. Let's fucking go. But yeah, dude, like, I'm gonna hold on to that New Japan thing. That's interesting.
But the only thing is we're gonna have to wait all the way to the final night of freaking BOSJ to find out.
Yeah. So if Moxley shows up May 25th, then it's like, well, there goes that theory.
No, but BOSJ don't end until about I think the 6th of June.
Right. So if Moxley shows up May 25th, that confirms. Okay, well, he's not showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we'll have to wait for that. If he doesn't show up May 25th, then I'll kind of be looking at Jarvarus like, you motherfucker, you better not. Like, are you? Oh, it's very interesting. All I'm gonna say is John Moxley has brought more attention to himself in one video than he has basically most of his WWE career. I'll just say that right now, which is sad, but yeah. I think you guys want to end it there, or is there anything else you guys want to go on about?
I mean NXT, but that was really just
fuck NXT.
No, we already talked about NXT, man. Plus, I only wanted to bring up one more thing about Leo Rush. Like you remember the spot that everyone shot on Leo Rush for when he no-selled that powerbomb through the table?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, apparently, Joey Janela came on the tour and was like, "Look, I made Leo do that, so shut up about it."
Oh, so it was his idea.
Oh,
yeah, so it was. So basically, Joey Janela made him came up with the spot and made Leo do it. Told Leo to go ahead and do it.
So Janela's the dumbass. Okay.
Yes.
So Janela did not. Did he defend him before when he was getting all
backlash?
I honestly don't know because I honestly don't know. It might have been then or it might have been recently, but I know Leo Rush posted a photo of the tweet that Janela said owning up to it on his Instagram.
Which I mean, to be fair, whatever your thoughts are more on that spot, it was still insane.
Which props to Janela for not fucking being like, oh, because everyone was shitting on that spot. He'd be like, "No, that was my fault. Fucking blame me." Like, yeah, like, come on.
It's like, no, don't be mad at him. I made him do it. So
Yeah, and let's be real, we're gonna like I kind of forgot about it for a while until someone brought it up, so it's not that fucking big of a deal. It was a stupid, but wasn't a big deal. Kind of like the Emma thing. It was stupid, but let's not fucking like try to kill the guy over it because the whole roster just went on his ass for it.
I swear.
for no reason either.
I'm just saying, like everyone was Captain Save-A-Ho for the whole Peyton Royce situation, Captain Save-A-Ho for the whole Emma situation, but everyone's
Captain
being extra.
Save-A-Ho?
Yeah, you Captain Save-A-Ho. You want to put on your cape and go defend these white girls when they could have defended their damn self. Just saying.
That's the title for TPA 39, Captain Save-A-Ho.
Fuck off.
Yes. But yeah,
When I saw the tweet for the first time, I just thought he was speaking in take kayfabe because, well, Emma had lost the Oscars 2 straight times, so that's what I thought Leo was talking about. And then everyone got on Leo's case. I was like, oh, was he talking about her being released?
Like fucking crazy. But yeah, I think we'll end it here. I don't think any more questions came. Let me go check real quick. I'll go check here. Thank you guys for whoever sent in the questions. This has been the best podcast we've ever done. No questions, but thank you guys for joining us. We will be back for 39. I already have the Twitter accounts. I didn't mess around with the Twitter accounts this time. I didn't put Alistair's thing for Brandon. Just go follow the @. Tune in next week, and yeah, TPA, we're out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace. Oh wait.